Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimise the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you all. This is Designer Inspiration. You're watching JewelleryMaker. My name is Rebecca Redican, and I have got, as usual, plenty and plenty of treats for you today. Some that you will not believe. Can you have a sneaky peek? No? Yeah, go on then. Oh, go on then. Biwa pearls. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first half hour of the show, brand spanking new strand for you. Oh, they are beautiful, aren't they? Wow. You probably won't want to just be worn. Get it? Like, you probably won't just want to be one, you probably want to buy two. I'm really sorry. It's only up from here. I have got so many treats for you today, I really, really do. I have got JewelleryMaker against the world today, whereby we are going to be looking at 10 of your voted by you at home top favourites. It's not just gemstones though, we're going to be talking about 925 and lots of other treats in there, and then against the world, which is going to be a little bit interesting. Essentially, there has been a relatively new report out about the 10 rarest gemstones in the world, and I have 2 of them on offer for you today, but I'll tell you more about that very shortly, later on. I've got loads coming up. I've got a gorgeous guest designer, as always. She's got some great inspiration for you. It is the lovely Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hi, how are you this afternoon?
Really good. How are you?
Yeah, fine. I've had a really good time making some lovely jewellery, so I hope everyone's up for having some good time.
Oh, I'm glad that you've had a lot of fun. You can tell because you've made loads.
Yes, I just couldn't stop making on this. It was just brilliant.
Absolutely. I like what you're standing next to, Sue. that high shine metal piece on your side. On the right.
Oh yeah.
No, down a bit, down it. That, yeah, you're looking right at it.
Oh yeah.
That's nice, Sue.
Oh,
What's
yes.
that? Because I've not seen that in such a long time.
Yeah, you almost forget, don't you? This is part of a pastarola. The other bits are in my bag. I just haven't quite got them out yet.
Really essential for clay.
Absolutely essential for clay.
Oh yes, I remember them from back in history. I think it wasn't even this year. That's how long ago. Da, 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 da. This is a lot heavier than I remember. It's back in stock. This is coming for you today in your first designer inspiration. Oh my goodness, I know that so many people are going to be absolutely chuffed as peas about that. This is coming back to you today. It's the clay roller. I'm so excited. I've got so many treats coming up for you, so I better get started, hadn't I? On the table, bundle. Let's get bundle happy. I've got so many treats for you, and I've got to say that when the first strand I place on my hand of an afternoon is Concave, you know it's going to be a good one. Take a little look at this. 200 carats worth of your stunning Concave. It is absolutely impeccable quality. When we're talking about Concave, we're talking about one of the most popular gemstones in the world. Not just kind of with us here at JewelleryMaker, but also for high-end named brands who have been known and are notorious for working with this. Van Cleef has worked with Concave. Tiffany has worked with Concave and in fact made it their 100th year anniversary gemstone. We're talking about what's the other one? Oh, Chanel worked with Concave in one of their pieces a few years ago and actually kind of had it as a highlight piece at one of their shows. It is an absolutely sensational gemstone which, when it comes to kind of pinnacle point of beauty, then realistically you have absolutely 110% got it here. I'm then going to add to the situation a gemstone which goes so beautifully alongside it, not only for the shape of it itself, which is kind of mirrored within this strand, but also with that gorgeous neutral tone that we've got running through here. Those together as a pairing is quite a grown-up pair, isn't it? And of that you have your peach moonstone here. You've got 230 carats worth in total. 19 by 6 mil on those ones. And lastly, but by no means leastly, a complete juxtaposition, total juxtaposition. You've got more smoothness, you've got more depth to this one, you've got that boldness of the colour and the tone. Serious, if you kind of look at the difference between these with kind of your gamut point, you've got a serious, way over obviously 85% there, and you've got a serious saturation and tone in there that is beautiful, and that go-to hue. So for me, when it comes to colour, this is ticking all three of those boxes we need to see time and time again. Gorgeous lapis lazuli. You've got 250 carats worth on this strand. Should be £12.85. Of course it should, because that essentially just for the Concave would be spectacular, wouldn't it? That price point just for the Concave would be epic. We're not staying there though. We are going to take it down for you. What was the last price that you can remember you saw a strand of Concave? Mine's £25 around. £9.95 for you today for all three of those gemstones. The last strand of Concave that I brought to you, that I can recall bringing to you, was they were round, they were shaped, they were larger, but they were £44.95. £44.95 was the last strand of Concave I brought to you, and that is a great price. That is the price point that Concave demands. That is the price point that to get your hands on such a notorious, such a sensational, and such a beautiful gemstone strand demands. £9.95 alone would be absolutely just mind-boggling realistically, and that's exactly what we've got here, but not just for that strand, you've got it for the other two as well. Do feel free to text us in today, by the way. It's Saturday afternoon. What are you up to? Are you crafting? Are you making? If so, let me know. I want to be nosy. Also, if you have any messages in for lovely Sue, then you absolutely can. 60777 is your text, and start your text with the word JM Studio. Plenty of you coming in for these. Well done, everybody. Lovely to see you all. Some lovely friends out there I could see. Hello again to Jane and to Susan. Lovely to have you back on board with us, Patricia. And thank you very much, everyone, for getting involved. £9.95 for you today is your price point. Get that whilst you can. I've got for you now, well done everyone who did get that. I'm going to bring to you now, I've got to say, I've brought, you know, these strands to you before, but it was the other weekend that I was in work that producer Helena was off. She was away, sunning herself, or no, being very culture-esque in Budapest. She has not seen these strands before. They are relatively new to us. She read the detail of it and instantly thought there was something wrong there. A meter's worth. When she actually saw it today, she was like a kid in a sweet shop. She got it out of the box like it was some sort of party trick. She went like this. Woo! And sort of stood there like, whoa, yeah, I know. How amazing is that? Ben's even looking at me weird now. Ben, have you seen these ones? No. They are essentially a meter's worth of genuine, stunning gemstones. Take a look at these, because I tell you what, for a meter of gemstones of this size, you are getting yourself a true treat. These are your red colour-coated quartz that we have here. Wait for this. 1,040 carats worth. That feels so good. 1,040 carats worth. That is a serious amount, isn't it? And when we look at the graduation on this, because, let's be honest, we could say, oh, a meter's worth of gemstones and make them all small and fiddly, but we haven't at all. We've gone, have a meter's worth of gemstones, and tell you what, every single one could be a focal point. Take a look at these. You've got a graduation in size from around a 12 by 11 to around a 29 by 13. Gorgeous the way that the light goes through these. A meter's worth of gemstones is a serious amount, isn't it? When you're getting 1,040 carats worth of a gemstone, you are getting yourself a stash top-up. You are getting yourself a staple. You are getting yourself a builder. And it's very, very rare that we can say one strand would be a stash top-up, but that's exactly what this is, especially when you've got those go-to focal points that we could quite easily do just one as a centre pendant. You could even wrap one in kind of a cabochon-esque way, couldn't you? You could even do some as pairs of earrings too. One strand, a complete and absolute stash topper-upper. For a meter's worth of gemstones, for 1,040 carats worth of gorgeous red coated quartz, your price point is amazing. £17.95 for a meter's worth of this. That is absolutely incredible. If you just think about the carat weight, maybe you can't work kind of with the meter. If you can't think, how tall are we? Well, we're all different sizes. Right, hang on, let me pop it on the floor. This is with it on the floor, so it comes up to my hip. So, hang on, so what's that? Yeah, I'm not 2 meters. 2 meters is a door. Yes, I have got heels on. That is a good, right, let me take my heels off. Everyone in my ear is going, oh, all right, guys. Oh, yeah, it comes up to kind of like just my chest height. Gosh, I feel very small now. Get yourself 2 and you could have a life-size strand, couldn't you? £17.95, well done to absolutely everybody getting your hands on this today. That carat weight of quartz at any price would be sensational. £17.95 for you today. Nice work, absolutely everybody. I'm bringing to you now a strand that will go great with those Biwa pearls, because it is the same organic but in a totally different form. Take a look at these. They're really so beautiful. The diffusion of the light on these is spectacular, and you do get that go-to kind of essence of the rainbow of pearlescence in here. Pinks, greens, yellows, golds that I see bursting over these. These are your white cultured Baroque pearls. The lovely thing about Baroque pearl is the shaping. When we talk about a Baroque, it's not like the Biwa. So when I talk about a Biwa, we are kind of mentioning a shape, but we're actually talking more about the mollusk. With a Baroque, we're talking specifically about the shape, and a Baroque's shape is essentially one side will be slightly flatter than the other, and then you'll get one side that has a natural kind of doming to it. And the lovely thing about that is when you rest this or create, say, a bracelet with this, it rests so beautifully against the wrist line. It can also rest gorgeously against the décolletage because of that flattened back. Now, it's great because for me, a Baroque pearl kind of almost works with your creativity. It almost works with what you're trying to create. Because sometimes, you know, you'll create something maybe with a round, and what will happen is, as you're wearing it, it'll kind of twist and turn, but maybe you had a side that you preferred, you picked it out for that reason. That can be great with certain gemstones that you want that to happen. But if you just want to see the beautiful pearl essence kind of doming over the top of these, then that's perfect, because you've got that flattened base, and as you create something, as you make it and as you wear it, it's going to lie as you intended. You've got your white Baroque top drilled freshwater pearls. Your price point today on these, it's just £8.95 for you today. Do not forget for me as well that these are luxury sized pearls. You've got 11 by 9 mil on these ones, and at £8.95 that is truly, truly absolutely astonishing. Don't forget, everyone, check out your baskets as always when you get the opportunity to do so, because if you just have it in your baskets, then you're not technically saying that you want it. You've just basically applied it to your wish list if you want to. You've got multi-buyers on this one today as well, so do treat yourself to these if you get the opportunity to do so. £8.95 on the tapes. No, it's all right. I have got for you cords. Oh, we haven't had a cord bundle in ages, it feels like. S-long thread, satin, wax cords, and some suedette as well, leatherette. So, what have we got here? We have got a huge selection of your threading materials. Threading materials are few and far between here at JewelleryMaker, realistically, aren't they? Because we have lots and lots of mediums that use them, and because we do astonishing prices, they often absolutely fly out of the door. You have got here a massive, massive bundle of your essential threading material. 10 metres worth of your hot pink satin cord, and that's 1 mil. 10 metres worth of your khaki green wax cord, and that's 1 mil. You've got your light brown as well. You've got the navy blue also in the wax. In your satin cords, you've got the orange, you've got the rainbow colour as well, which is one of the most popular ones because it's so fun and funky. You've got your baby pink suedette as well, 5 metres on those ones, and you've got the imperial purple sparkle, which is just a gorgeous one. The imperial sparkle, I'll show you it, so you get a real good feel of it. Because with your imperial sparkle, you get this gorgeous kind of glitterish, sounds delicious. Glitter-esque appeal. Now, just to let you know, you see all those sparkles, that's not a glitter actually that's applied, because if this was a glitter, what would happen is I would run my finger along it and they would come off, wouldn't they? But no, not at all. They stay there because essentially it's not a glitter that's applied to the top, it's actually indented within that gorgeous suedette, which is beautiful. It means it's got the staying power, but you still have that beautiful effect. 5 metres worth of that one there. Your Eslon, of course, we love, we adore. It is your super, super fine threading material. The great thing about this threading material in particular is that you've got such a fine, fine, fine gauge on there. You know, and I know the vast majority of our cords in general are around the 1 mil. For example, a lot of the satin cords that we've got in here today. Your Eslon, however, is more like a 0.4. It's super duper duper fine, and it will go through pearls, it will go through your, even your high-end kind of gems of distinction strands. It will go through things like that high-end tourmaline that I've got coming up for you later. It will go through so many gemstones, and it's also great for your soutache. Your price point today for all of this should be £16.55. Of course it should. We are going to go under £10 for this today, though. Say that to me again, sorry, lovely. £8.95 for you today is your price point. Well done to everyone who's already coming in for this. Make sure you check out those baskets because that is such a great price drop. It's a great price drop. Essential threading materials. It doesn't matter if you're into macrame. if you're into your kumihimo, if you're into your micro kumihimo, of course, which we are having a DVD about very, very soon. It's for even if you're just into plaiting. If you've got the friendship bracelet, the braiding Sarah Alvin DVD that's relatively new. If you've got that, all of these materials are going to be great for giving you different feels, different effects. And actually, you work quite a bit with cord as well, don't you? I know you've got cord in your first kit.
It just enhances whatever gems or polymer clay. It is fantastic to use. You can plait it, you can just braid it, you can kumihimo it. There's 101 ways of using it, and you get so much on each spool. That's the other thing. And the colours are fabulous.
Aren't they? Aren't they? Absolutely. $8.95 for you today. Well done to everybody who's got your hands on that. Well done, everyone. Make sure you're checking out your baskets when you get the opportunity to do so. I've got for you those carving tools coming up later on. You know, the polymer carving tools. We haven't had them in a while either, have we? Let's throw another bundle at you all, because let's face it, we all know bundles mean we're going to get variety, we're going to get versatility, and we're going to get an absolute bargain, aren't we? Oh, fluorite, my friend. I have got an amazing strand of fluorite coming up for you later. Let me show you how well these go together. How amazing is that strand? That's coming up for you later on. You have got beautiful, beautiful selection here of your gemstones, including that fluorite, which is going to go great with that strand later on. I have got a lovely selection here from your black rutile quartz, 130 carats worth there. I've also got in the centre for you a double strand. Now that's a double strand of your sunstone. That would go great with that moonstone we had on in that first bundle, wouldn't it? You've got 230 carats worth in there, from around a 6x4 to a 13x5. You've also got 300 carats worth of that multicolored fluorite. Fluorite is enchanting. You can see that light emitting from this gemstone. It is just sensational. I adore fluorite. It slows light down so much, which means you get this internal glow. You only get that in really good quality fluorite, and I've got it in this strand here. I can see how this, to me, to my eyes, even under this lighting source, kind of catches the light and it holds it within there for longer. It actually slows light down more than a diamond, which is why you get that kind of glow emitting from it. It's absolutely stunning. I've also got in here for you your Venus hair, and that is your 60 carats worth strand there, and it is an 8x5. Have a look at that strand. I love golden rutile, because if I put that one in the centre of your screen there, can you see how you get kind of the glow of the gem? That's nice, the clarity, but then you get that complete juxtaposition with those metallic kind of shards running through these. That is completely and absolutely Mother Nature at her finest. Beautiful rutilation in these, and they are around an 8x5, and they're in your nugget form, so a real nice kind of organic feel, but still with that high shine. So let's reiterate. You've got your golden rutile, you've got your black rutile, those two just together. Stunning unisex pieces you could create. I've then got two double strands. One is your sunstone and one is the forever glowing fluorite. I've got 4 different gemstones here, and effectively I'm getting 6 strands in total. You have got your beautiful nuggets. Really? I've just heard how much this is going to work out per strand. Should be. Good price. Very good price. Really good price. But we can do better. We're going down for you today, your price point. £9.95 for 4 different gemstones, which will equate to 6 different strands. And my producer told me how much that would work out per strand. £1.66 approximately per strand. That is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? That price point for fluorite you would never ever expect to pay on the high street. Never ever ever, especially with the quality of this and with that glow. What do you think of this bundle, Sue?
It's versatile, and you can either use them separately or together. You've got one lot of gems, huge amount of gems. I just love the variety. I like strands that you get different colours. You can pick them out, you can graduate them, you can mix them, just take them random. They're just lovely together.
Aren't they fabulous? There's so much you could do with these because you have got that beautiful mix and that gorgeous effect on there. £9.95 is your price point on these nuggets. It's lovely to add a little bit of texture and a little bit of effects with it. Of course, you know, Mark Smith is kind of the go-to gent, I suppose, at Jewellery Maker for your chips and nuggets, isn't he, in particular? And with strands like this, he will always say that the double strands where you've got kind of the rougher nuggets are great kind of instant money makers for just really, really quick pieces, but it's nice with kind of the smoother organics if you want more of a relaxed appeal. They are absolutely wonderful. £9.95 for you today. Hello everybody who's coming in for this. £9.95 for you today. I've got something so special for the challenge today. Honestly, this is a challenge unlike any other. This is going to be a sellout. We've got a decent quantity, but we're going to have a lot of people coming in for this. This challenge is really a kit. Take a little look. I've got findings, I've got sturdy wire, I've got weaving wires, and I've got gemstones. Let's start off with some findings, shall I? Take a little look. This is Moroccan Dream. I have got here for you genuine rose gold plated copper. So that is your real deal rose gold enveloping that super sturdy copper. These are described as your earring findings, but we all know we don't just have to use them as an earring finding. If they were to be an earring finding, if I was placed by tweezers there, that'd kind of be where your earlobe would rest, wouldn't it? So you've got the loop there, you could do your hang downs if you wanted to. So that'd be kind of the view from the front, very, very slender, very elegant, and then this the view from the side. But we can always use this for so many more things. You can link all of these together to create yourself kind of a chain-esque appeal if you wanted to. You could loop up the other side if you wanted and make yourself a multi-strand connector. So if you imagined looping up the other side here, and then you can have two gemstone strands coming down from this section, and then just attach your clasp at the back. So you've got a multi-strand connector there if you wanted to. You could use these in head pieces because they are quite structural. If you were to bend these into shape, you can make kind of petal shapes with these, and then actually stretch your mesh over the top of them if you wanted. Just really, really workable, very, very versatile findings, and you're going to be getting 10 of them in total. I've also got for you that matches perfectly in colour, the copper wire. When's the last time you saw 1.5? Oh, it's back. It's back. We've got your 1.5 mil wire here. Now, I know that some people haven't worked with 1.5 or the 1.25 because it's one of our kind of newest members of the wire family, isn't it? The thing with this wonderful wire is it is super sturdy, which means that you can weave with pretty much any of the lower gauges with this, but I don't want anyone to be put off because it is still malleable. I can still bend this into shape just using my fingers. It is so, so, so malleable, but it's still got that sturdy effect. You can make simple rings with these just using a few centimetres. We've got some what, sorry? Some spellbinding rings. She's actually in our workshop room today with a full house of ladies. But this is working with 1.5. All you'll have to do with those is essentially work them into shape, and you can work hard on them if you want, but to be honest, you don't really have to with this because it is so super sturdy. And it's rings like that that you'll have on your stall, even if you're doing craft stores that say, you know, your local hall or your school affairs or whatever it might be. They're the type of ones you can sell for even just £2-3 and you're making your money back in moments because you only use a tiny bit of this. It's great, great, great. And then add into the situation a wire that we can easily weave around this, create some gorgeous effect. Did you see Alison Tarry's designs yesterday? Those beautiful, beautiful designs we did. The ones that were inspired by the henna designs. This colourway Perfect, isn't it? Perfect for it. But we'd have the kind of flip side, whereas yesterday we used the blue as the base and the gold as the weaving. You'll use it the other way with this one. So it's going to give you a very similar effect. Beautiful. 0.6 on that for you. So I've got you your wires that are perfect together. I've got your findings that are going to be great for everything. And now I better bring you your strands as well, hadn't I? I adore the fact that you've got these natural tones running through here. So gorgeous. Got in here a double strand of your red agate. No, sorry, that's a lie. You've got a single strand of your red agate, but you have got a double strand of your fancy jasper. You are getting 230 carats worth of that in total, of just this strand, and then around 300 of your red agate. Huge sizing on that red agate. I adore the fact that these work so well together. You've got those hot beach or sunshine tones running through the agate, and then you've got those meadow forest-esque colours and palettes running through on that double strand there. Just a sensational pairing for me, it really, really is. You have got your Moroccan dream here, and you have got, to reiterate, 10 of these findings. Double strand of your jasper and your agate as well. You've got 10 meters worth of wire, the almost forgotten, because we've not seen it for so long, 1.5, and the beautiful, rich, regal sapphire blue in the 0.6. Your price point today. If this was a kit, which it could be, couldn't it? This could be absolutely a kit, because in a kit, essentially, you're used to seeing kind of your weaver material or your wire material. We've got that. You're also used to seeing your gemstones. We've got that. And then usually used to seeing something else, whether that be elastic, monofilament, or a findings pack. Well, I've got findings here as well. If this was a kit, how chuffed would you be to see a kit for around £21? It would be amazing, wouldn't it? We are going to take it down, though. This is your Moroccan dream. You're going to think you're dreaming when you see the price point of this kit. Price point today. It's going down. Just £14.95 for you today to get your hands on this. You're getting the equivalent of 3 strands. You're getting 20 meters worth of wire, and you're getting those findings. And guess what? You're getting inspiration as well, because this is Sue's challenge. Are you excited to have this?
I am. I can't believe I've got so much in a challenge. My goodness, it's incredible. The gems are beautiful. And the findings are, the copper that goes with rose gold is just beautiful. I've started working on a bracelet, so that's going to be my first one.
Good, exciting. I can't wait to see that. Plenty of you coming in. Hello, everybody. We've got Kirsty in Australia. We've got Eleanor in Barcelona. We have got Casey coming in from Cambridgeshire. Lots and lots and lots of people coming in from all over the world today. It's lovely to have us, to have you on board. I was going to say it's lovely to have us on board. Then we're already here. We're already on board. It's lovely to have you on board with us today, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, for me, if you want to purchase today, get yourself on the free app if you wish, or you can go to jewellerymaker.com, 0800 644 655. If you're brand spanking new and you haven't set up your account, you could easily ring in that way, and all you have to do is chat to our very helpful call centre, and you will get, if you're brand new, your DVD and your booklet with your first purchase. £14.95 for us today. KGGC30 is your code on that today. Is it time? It's time. It's time. It's here. We have got for you something we rarely see. This is an organic, which was essentially the organic generally has been voted your favourite organic of last year, set to continue. I'm bringing to you now one of the rarest, most sought after forms of that organic. It is sensational in its appeal. If you've never seen a Biwa pearl, maybe you've only just tuned in now, if you've never seen a Biwa pearl, you are about to see something so unique that is completely created in its shape form by Mother Nature. Take a little look, because they are sensational. Biwa pearls, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. These are your freshwater Biwa pearls. Now, what is a Biwa pearl? Okay, so a Biwa pearl, we are talking about the, we're not talking about the shape. We are in a sense, because, you know, this shape is unique and individual. Let's face it, you're never going to look at that and think, oh, hello, is that a Baroque? No, it's quite clearly your Biwa. Biwa itself is the name of a mollusk. Now, there is a Biwa lake in Japan. In fact, have you got that slide for me, Ryan? Thank you, lovely ma'am. This is a picture of the Biwa lake, and that's exactly where it is on the map of Japan. You can see that little area there, it's highlighted in the red. It's in there, loads of web bidders coming in, well done everybody. The Biwa lake, now that's a picture of the lake, and it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Essentially, that's where this used to be collected. It was using these individual and special mollusks that are a freshwater mollusk. And essentially, they naturally just created this unique and individual shape. Now, although that lake looks absolutely gorgeous, it actually got so polluted with transport and with high-rise buildings in local areas that actually the mollusk in that area essentially became extinct. So these aren't actually from that lake. There are hardly any Biwa pearls created in that area anymore. These are created, though, by that same Biwa mollusk. So this is just taken to a different location. It's almost a way of kind of saving the mollusk itself and moving its location to an area which is kind of, you know, less pollution and better for the mollusk itself to thrive. So we're still working with those same mollusks that essentially would have been pretty much extinct if we weren't to have done that. And those mollusks and Mother Nature work together to just create this unique, individual, organic shape which just dispels the light of the rainbow colours all across the orient of this beautiful, beautiful pearl. It is truly a wonder to behold. Get your hands on it whilst you can. I better bring that price in. Should be £9.95. It is £9.95. Wait, hang on though for me. £9.95 isn't realistically the price point you would expect for these, is it? Because if you're thinking, actually, we used to, didn't we? Didn't we used to do our Biwa pearls at $14.95?
I was just going to say, I've certainly paid more than $9.95 or for a strand of those, and they are beautiful.
Aren't they sensational?
The shine is incredible.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
And I love the colour. I've bought just the white, but those are dramatic. They're gorgeous.
Aren't they? Aren't they? What have you done with your ones?
I've made bridal jewellery. I've interspersed them with very tiny little white pearls. And they're just stunning. Whenever anyone's seen them, they're just, oh. But again, you could, if you put sterling silver with them, you could put smoky quartz. I mean, there's just, that colour is almost like champagne-y colour, isn't it? Peachy champagne-y. It's soft against the skin, and you can match it with anything. Greens, purples, blues, it'd go with everything.
What did you ask me then? Sorry, Helena. Text him. Text him! Can you put the Biwa pearls to the neckline, please? Yes, indeed. Let me have a look. I'll try not to whack my mic with this. That's going to be impossible, isn't it? Because I've got quite a high neck on. If I just pop them there. This is with them overlapping at the back. It's just to show you them kind of against the skin realistically.
They go with silver coloured, gold coloured, or the rose gold findings as well. They're just beautiful.
$9.95 for you today. These are your pink freshwater top drilled Biwa pearls. They're going to go exactly as you said with so much. I love the idea of them with green actually.
My goodness.
As you said, I think that would be beautiful.
I love to use pearls. Pearls are one of my favourites, but the Biwa, they're just stunning because they're so unusual in shape. People ask you when you're wearing it. They draw attention to the neckline, but you could use them as bracelets, you could wire wrap them as rings, you could do all sorts. They're just beautiful.
You absolutely can, can't you?
Can I take them home, please?
Only if you get on the phone, because over half the stock's gone.
Oh my goodness.
People buying 2, people buying 3. No one buying 4, but people buying 5. Loads and loads of you covered in for these. Well done to absolutely everybody who has got these in their baskets. Well, no, can't say well done to you yet, I'm afraid, just because they're not yours yet. You put them on your wish list. But well done to everyone who has managed to check out on these ones today. I've got loads coming up that will go beautifully with these, I've got to say. Stunning.
It just goes with everything, and it's so gentle against the skin tone. It would suit everybody. White can be quite harsh against some skin tones.
Yeah, you're right, I know what you mean.
But when as soon as you go ivory or soft peaches, soft pinks, it's gentle. But you know, the shine is stunning.
And I've got to say, actually,
wow, look at that.
Pearlescent are gorgeous, isn't it?
What is it?
Your mischievous laugh, Sue.
What is it?
Spinel.
No, oh well, it's no wonder the sparkle on that.
I know, right?
But they would just go beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Stunning. I've got about 50 of this strand left. Started off with around 150. So not many of them left, really. I don't know why my voice goes high sometimes. Isn't that strange? Does anyone else do that? $9.95 is your price point today. Well done to absolutely everybody. You're all getting yourself a real treat, something totally unique and different. And one thing I would say is, it is hard for you to pick up the amount of pearlescence in these bleachy lights, because actually, when you see them in real life, even Tech Up Ben, come here, sweet pea.
Come here.
You can see them through the camera, you can see them through there. Do you think there's more pearlescence in real life though?
This is from like someone who doesn't really know what they're talking about. They look wetter in real life.
Right, yeah.
So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, that looks like someone's rubbed water on them.
Because they've got so much of that kind of colour and light and high shine.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, Ben. You lovely man.
Thank you.
Thank you for starting off with, for someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh, I love Ben, love him. $9.95 for you today. Well done, absolutely everybody. I am going to have to move on because I'm in my last chance saloon for those once people check out. And also, it's designer inspiration time. Just to let you know, I have got a relatively new stamp that we've only ever seen once before. I've never seen it myself. Under the broad walk. Is it this? It's this one that you're going to be using a textured sheet in, isn't it?
I've got striped tube, the one. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a new textured sheet, new to us here anyway, brand new to us here on this shift side. You've only ever seen it once. This is a new one, and we're going to be working with textured sheets for this design. So stay tuned. Clay roller coming up. Carver coming up as well. Designer inspiration time. How was this kit to work with? Lovely.
It was gorgeous. I used the colours individually on the polymer clay, and I've actually combined them to make another colour. So it's a very, although when you first look at it, you think, oh, they're all similar. When you start mixing them, you get a range of colours, and the gemstones are beautiful.
They are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? You have got 3 strands worth here of beautiful gemstones. One of them is one locational. Oh no, it's not. Amazonite. Oh my gosh, seriously, how much does that look like Larimar? The colouring, doesn't it? It's Amazonite. Oh my gosh, because I was just thinking to myself then, because I obviously know the price of this kit, I was just thinking to myself then, hang on, that can't be the price we're going to. That is astonishing. You've got your Amazonite, you've got your graduated plain drops, you've also got your green colour of the onyx, and I've got your iolite as well. 70 carats worth of that iolite. I love the iolite, it's got that matte finish. It's a really nice look. I've got to say, I absolutely adore the way in which you've used these with the looping design necklace. It's just stunning. You'll get to see it in a moment or 3, don't forget. I've then got for you your polymer. I've got your primo polymer and I've got some souffle polymer. Souffle, you've got your pesto and you've got your robin's egg. I've also got your blush in the primo and I've got your blue translucent as well. The blue translucent, just to let you know, when you work with it alone by itself without mixing, it does give you almost, well, it gives you a translucency. You can see light shining through it, gives you a beautiful effect. And the souffles themselves gives you a little bit of a kind of different feel when you're working with it, but also once it's baked too. And they work great together, great by themselves as well though. I've also got some satin cord for you in here. Your white, your purple, and I've got your navy blue too. 1 mil on that, on all of those. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, loads of head pins. And you've not just used head pins as head pins, have you, Sue?
Oh no, I think I've used them as I've made clasps, earrings. I've used them for making loops. I've decorated the polymer clay. I've used every way I could find. I just loved them.
I can't even hold
and
all
they're
of these.
long as well. That's the other thing. I was amazed how long they are.
Oh, that looks like something amazing. Like paparazzi taking pictures of you. You're getting 200 in total. You've got the hearts on top, 100 of those, and you've got those glittering stars underneath. 15 mil length on these, which is why Sue has been able to work with them in such a versatile way. Let's reiterate what we're getting, shall we? 30 metres worth of your cord, 4 packs of your polymer, 200 head pins and 3 strands of gemstones. Your price point should be £34 and 40 pence. Not today, we're taking it down. £22 and 95 pence. You know, before when I brought you the mini kit and said, you know, if you saw a kit that was around £21, you'd be absolutely rushing and jumping, wouldn't you? Oh my gosh, it'd be amazing. Wow, wow, wow. For essentially £2 more, that is exactly what you have here. What is the usual price you've been seeing of late on a kit? 27, 28, 29 pounds, hasn't it? I think the lowest price one I've seen recently was around the 25. Maybe, did we do a 24 one a couple of days ago? But not 22. And that's exactly what you've got here. £22 and 95 pence is absolutely loads for you to get involved with here. Well done everyone who's already getting these. That's an absolutely sensational price point. I think we will all agree. So many head pins, they're kind of running away from me. There we go. £22 and 95 pence for you today. Sensational. Hello, Sue.
How are you? I'm really good.
Good. Now, Sue, for anyone who's maybe not met you yet, tell us a little bit about how you got into jewellery making.
I found JewelleryMaker just over 3 years ago, about the same time as my daughter got engaged, and I saw all these lovely things being made, and I thought, do you know what, I can actually do this. I found the demos clear, the prices I couldn't believe. When we started looking at bridal jewellery, I went, I'm going to make jewellery. I'm going to make jewellery for this, and that's where it all took off. I made for bridesmaids, for the bride, and as mother of the bride, I had a set of jewellery as well, and I've not stopped since.
Oh, good, and you can tell how much you love it. Look how much Sue has gotten out of this kit. Wow. This is the one we're going to be learning to create today. Lots of techniques in there. I adore as well though how you've done polymer pieces, but actually we have just done some gorgeous kind of worked neckline pieces just using the findings and the gemstones too.
I love head pins, and the fact that you've got different shaped ends means you can decorate. You can never have enough head pins, never.
No.
And they're so long that you can chop them up into pieces, use them in different ways. I have a stash, and I just can't wait to top them up. These were just fabulous. And the colours, I love the colour of the clay. You can use it as green, and the blue and the pink, but I've made purple, you can make brown, you can make all sorts of colours. The one piece with the green and the blue.
Yes, yeah.
I've blended the two blues together. The translucent one is stickier, and they're useful for different ways of dealing with polymer clay. Add them together, you've got the flexibility and the softness of the translucent, which you can shape it with the souffle.
I think it's just lovely.
It's just a lovely combination.
Yeah, yeah. This is your Bluebell Woods kit today, £22 and 95 pence for you. And just to let you know, for those who are looking at this one and thinking, oh look at that gorgeous kind of glistening tone, Then, just to let you know, we have got the flakes, the gilding flakes, in the second designer inspiration. So do stay tuned, stay exactly where you are for me. Hi, Sue.
Hi. I like to experiment when we've got the kit, when we get sent the kit. I like to get everything out and play, see what colour combinations. And when I got the purple and I looked at the other kit and I went, ooh, gilding flakes, I couldn't help myself, which is why I've used it. Bit naughty, I know.
No,
but,
no, we'll let you off.
If you've got, you could do it with any colour gilding flakes, but the coppery ones are gorgeous.
Goes perfectly, and that's in the second designer inspiration. Where are we starting?
We're going
Sue?
to have a go at this necklace.
Fabulous.
It's lots of different techniques, and you need the extruder. So if anybody hasn't used one before, they're really simple to use. It comes as a tube with a handle on the end, and then you have a little box of various dies, all different shapes. So single ones, I'll just bring those in a bit. I've gone push them a little bit too far. Oh, that's better.
Thank you, Sue. Lovely.
Yeah, lots of different shapes. You can. This one gives you sort of like spaghetti, like the toy that you used to grow hair.
I know what you mean.
So I'm going to use the square one.
You have got the opportunity to get your hands on the extruder whilst you can. I've got it right here for you. It's really easy to use. We'll see Sue using it to create lots of different looks, lots of different shapes. You can create canes with this in a very, very quick and easy way. You get all of these different dies. You also get the safety stopper here as well. It already has one in it though, so this is only if this one wears out over time, but I know a lot of people never actually get around to actually using it. All the dies go in this little box. It's your extruder with 20 discs. Should be $11.95, got launched, loved and adored at that price, but we have to honour the last price it was shown at, which is so low. $7.95 for you today for that extruder. It's great, it's going to last and last and last, gives you different shapes, different textures, makes your life a lot easier and a lot quicker actually as well for different things, such as the cane that we're going to be looking at right now. $7.95.
So this is the cane that I'm going to be using. Well, I'm going to be making, hopefully, if we get this right. So it's a case of just making little discs and stacking them up, and I've used one of each of the colours. So the lovely, what was it called? The egg robins are lovely. That's the souffle, and this is the translucent. So it's just a case of stacking them up.
Any order you like?
I try and use a dark, a paler, and a dark and a paler. You can use as many different colours as you want, but you do get a better contrast when you have different, pales and darker ones. Now you've got to get this joined together and in the tube. Now this little cutter does make it a little bit bigger than I want for the tube. So it's just a case of just giving it a squish. You don't have to be too fussy about this, as long as it just gets into the tube. The extruder will do the hard work. It makes a lovely squeak. So it's just a case of turning the handle to get the tube out. Whoops, knocking them out. And then I really want the green. Oh, it's still a bit too big. Oops, make it a little bit finer. Brilliant. Still not out far enough.
So you're just rolling it back so it all fits in?
Yeah, I just want it to fit in.
So you said that you wanted the green at the bottom. Is there a reason for that?
I've used green as the base, and the extruder pushes the clay so that the one that comes the last to go in should cover, saying that,
the whole piece.
The whole piece, because it sort of pushes from the middle through the die.
Yes, so essentially using that last colour as the green as the last colour means that you're going to get the green on the outside, so that colour will fit with your colour scheme, won't it, really?
Yes. But it doesn't really matter because they all go so well together.
Of course, absolutely.
So it's just a case of putting the die in the little top, screwing it on. And it's easy to clean afterwards because the clay does get into the screw thread. But it's just a case of using a little cocktail stick.
Oh, easy.
It's
easily done.
And a toothbrush.
Easy done.
It's easy. I'm not going to be able to get it on now. They always say live television.
Oh, tell me about it, Sue. Tell me.
Right. Oh, it's still not going on properly, but let's hope. So then it's a case of just squashing it through. So you can catch it for me as it comes through. You would think there's no clay, would you?
No, it does come out though.
Oh, it's still not.
£7.95, just to let you know, is your price for the extruder, and also to let you know that if you do want it, it's really, really, really important that you are checking out your baskets as soon as you possibly can do, just because there are a fair few coming in for it. Well, loads you are coming through for it actually, but actually it's for the fact that it's a tool that we don't have on that often. It's always because it's one of those that we get it in. We do amazing prices like the £7.95 that you see in there, and then it's essentially just gone as quick as you like. In fact, that's kind of really, really, really close to going. So should we squeeze on another one? Just because obviously as soon as that sells out, we're not allowed to keep it kind of an empty screen, just because obviously we're a shopping channel, we'll get told off. What would you like to do, producer Helena? Let's do some polymer. Is this the bundle together? Is there 4? 5? Is there the granite as well? Anybody wanna play a game? La souffle game. Yes, you love this souffle game, but you always cheat, Helena, so you're not allowed to play. Okay, what are we going for? Oh, these are all ones that we know and love. What's this one? No, not Cornish sea. It's the one we've had in the kit. Who was listening?
Oh, the robin egg.
The robin egg, well done.
Yeah.
We've then got for you, what's this one?
The posh bathroom.
The posh bathroom, says Ben. No, it's not. Pete, what are you saying?
Bahama blue.
Bahama blue.
Ooh.
Woo! It is lagoon. So you were the closest, Pete.
Yes.
You're the closest, you win. And then what's this one? Can we remember? French mustard? No, it's not
English mustard.
It's not English mustard. No, it's not Dijon.
Custard, isn't it?
Custard?
Yeah.
No. Ew. What custard
I
are you
agree with you. We
having?
know how these names work.
I agree with you, but we know how the names work. Pete, go on. You won last time.
Sawdust.
Sawdust. No, it is of course your key lime. Key lime, it's not, is it?
Oh.
I'm going for mustard.
Yeah.
Sawdust. So those are your souffles. I've also got for you, I love the souffle names, I think they're great. I've also got for you the Primo Sculpey as well. So it's the Primo clay, sorry, the Primo polymer. This gives a totally and absolutely different feel. Really, really does. It works differently when you have it rolled out. It gives you a different feel. It's got a different stiffness to it. If you roll out a layer of your souffle and a layer of your Primo, they actually lay in a different way across your hand. They have a totally different look, a totally different appeal, and a different kind of almost kind of a suede-esque look for the souffle, which you don't get with the polymer. But the polymer is super duper sturdy, whereas there is a little bit of movement with the souffle. I've also got your Primo as well. You've got your grey granite there. Now, just to let you know, it's a question we get asked a lot, is what do the accents mean? Accents means that we are going to add something to this that gives you a different look and a different appeal. So these have kind of had added to it something that gives you these little dark speckles running through at different layers. And what that means is you get this kind of granite-esque appeal to it. We've got loads and loads here. Recently I went into that shop that I go into that everybody knows. I go in to get my crocheting stuff. And their polymer of the same brands at the moment are £2.29 per pack. So essentially, how much would that be for 5 then? £2.29 for 5. That would be £11.45. That's a great price, actually. Still, £11.45, knowing how many colours you can get. But we're going to beat that. It's not £11.45. We're taking it down. Real far down. Your Summer Skies Polymer Clay 5-pack is just £8.95 for you today. ING. Inksy. Inksy Winksy Spider. 76. Sometimes you just can't hold in the Becky. So sometimes she just comes out. £8.95 for you today. Well done everyone who's getting that great price point. Thank you, Becky, I'm with you. So we're going to get the extruder.
I'm sorry folks, because I messed it up at the beginning, it's no longer green, but it's just a case of, it comes looking funny shapes. So, and the squeak is free.
It's just the resistance against it, isn't it?
Yeah. So you get this lovely tube, and it's just a case of cutting it. I'm going to cut the funny bit off the end, cutting it, and it should.
Can you see that? Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, funky colours,
Yep.
cane inside.
So I don't want to put the two identical next to each other.
Okay.
So when you open it up, so I'm going to swap it, turn it round, and put one of those.
I see, yeah.
Yep. And then I'm going to make the 4 together. Like that. Just squash them together. Going to cut them again. And then you just twist it. You can make your own design. And then it's a case of cutting this and placing it on a triangle. Now the second triangle is going to be the top layer on this, and I've used the lovely texture plate. They can be put in the washing machine. You can see how often I use them. They just go on and all sorts. They're just fabulous. I love the fact it's all one design, so you can make quite big pieces. Some of the other plates are small, which is great for small pieces, but when you're doing this, it's nice just to be able to have to make an impression all at the same time, and it's just a case of rolling out your clay. You can either put the clay with the plate through the lovely pasta roller, or in this case I just put it on the top and squashed it gently.
Okay.
And then you just peel back just to see if you've got the impression deep enough.
Fab.
So that's the lovely texture plate. Right, then it's a case of taking little slices of the
Polymer.
lovely polymer extruded and putting it on. Just turning it round. Now I'm not going to do all of it. It will just take too long, but it will just give you an idea. The little bits on the corner you can fill in with just because we're going to cut it. So you've got a little bit there, just slice it off and fill in another corner.
Ah, I see.
So if you have that all covered,
yeah.
And then I'm going to put it through the pasta roller on number 1, which is the thickest setting.
Yeah, I've just accidentally thrown other things on the floor, but it doesn't matter because the king is coming through and he is a clay roller. This is back by popular, excruciating demand. The amount of calls, messages, emails, Facebook comments, etc., 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 that we here at JewelleryMaker have had asking, wishing, begging, hoping to have the clay roller back in is right here, your clay roller machine. Now, let me show you exactly what we have in here. It comes all in your box. It's a useful box actually, and it comes all together, wrapped up. So we have the actual clay roller here. £14.95 for you today. My producer just went, oh, we'll put the price in. £14.95. Do you know what? That's amazing. I've got your handle as well, which, hang on. we attach him to this section here. So that is what's rolling this device. So if I show you the inside, you'll be able to see that they go around, and that's obviously what pushes the clay through itself. And you then have your dial on this side, which to change the thickness of the rollers, you just pull out and rotate to make it thinner or to make it thicker, and that will bring them together. One is being the thickest, and it goes all the way to a 9, making it super duper fine. And you also have in there as well your clamp. So this is to clamp it into your table so that it keeps it all nicely interspaced. So this is your clay roller, and it makes life so much easier. We use it to condition our polymer, because essentially what happens is when you get your polymer out of a pack, it's not workable right there and then. You have to warm it, you have to get it ready to be kind of creative in a way, because when you get polymer out of the pack, if you're to bend it in half, it'll have cracks in it, but working it through this, rolling it through this, it kind of changes the composition of the clay itself. It makes it workable, malleable, and it means that you're going to be able to create something that's really, really workable. I paid nearly £30 for mine. That roller is a bargain. Thank you so much for sending that in, lovely Marlene. Thank you for sending that in. I know, so pretty much half price from what you, well, better than half price from what you put it at. We've seen ones at £30, £35, 40, £50. Even if you're just going to go and buy a pasta roller, because you can do a similar effect with a pasta roller. Pasta roller prices, £70, £80, yeah, 50.
Cheapest one I could buy.
Cheapest one you found was £50. Exactly. Clay roller, £14 and 95 pence for you. It will condition your pieces, it will roll them out for you, it will make your life so much easier, won't it?
Oh, definitely. And one tip that I found since I've joined JewelleryMaker is that using a lot of polymer clay, you really need more than one. So I would, you know, it's a tip to anybody that wants to do a lot of polymer clay. Have one for white, because there's nothing worse than if you're using white polymer clay and you put it in and it's had red or pink, and your clay comes out a funny colour.
Yeah, it taints it a bit, doesn't it?
And I don't. If you can, I'd go for a third one, yeah, for black, and keep them separate.
Good tip, great tip, because you actually said before, I can't believe you've got this on now, because I actually need another one.
Yep, I've been waiting for this to come in so I can buy another one.
And it's back in stock. Your names have gone off the screen, but well done to everybody. Hey, a few people are listening to us buying 2s and 3s on this today. $14.95.
Yeah, you can live without it.
Yes.
But if you're doing polymer clay, oh my goodness, it saves you so much time, really. And the clamp, I have a workbench at home, and I have this permanently clamped to the bench.
Yeah.
Because when I'm designing a piece, I'm never quite sure what I'm going to be doing. I don't keep it in the box. The box is useful. I've got other things stored in the box, but I have that clamped to my workbench, and so I could be doing a piece and I suddenly think, oh, I need to roller this, which is what I did with this. When I was putting this together, I thought, that's too thick, I need to do something. Okay. It's there immediately by the side of me.
You're there. You can use this for, as we'll see in a minute, to kind of almost even out or bring together a pattern. You can also use this with your textured stamp. So if you've ever had that moment of stamping, whether you're stamping with ink or texture or whatever it might be, and you get that area where one bit's really, really impressed and the other one isn't so much, this gives you an even impression, because our clay roller texturers are built so that they can go through with your roller, so you get that beautiful, even, defined look. Another great thing is if you are used to the hand rolling with it, it can become quite tiresome, it can be a little bit of a pain, but also you can, human nature, get it a little bit wonky sometimes, which can really affect things like the baking. You can almost kind of, one area will become very brittle and the other one on the same piece won't. It'll also be almost be kind of undercooked. So this is going to make your life so much easier. Well done to you all, loads of you coming in for those. $14.95 for you today. And we're going to see how to use it right now.
Yeah. While you were doing that, I've actually found time to fill this in. So it's sort of Christmas tree shape. It's got a piece of cling film over the top, because I'm just going to literally squash it and try and fill the gaps. It's uneven because I was doing it in a hurry and the slices are all different, but that's what the pasta roller is. So if you look at the design of the necklace, this piece, you can see that they're much larger than the little squares that you make when it comes straight out of the extruder. So that's part of the design. So it's just a case, and these blades are essential as well. So I'm going to just put it on number 1, and because I want to stretch it this way rather than side to side,
Yeah.
just going to put it in, and hopefully, if it works.
Look how even that is and how
Yeah.
quick that was to do. Imagine just trying to roll that out. That wouldn't just be one roll of your roller.
And look at the effect. You get this much
Elongated.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm glad you got my teeth in. So this is I'm going to flip the texture side down,
Okay.
and this is just going to go over the top, and I'm going to cut the two so that they marry up.
Okay.
Flip it back so I've got... Whoops. The blades, if you're not sure, have a sharp side, which please don't press down on the sharp side. Always check before you use it. So we've got the triangle shape, and a little bit, if you've got a bit more time, you'd neaten that up just to make sure everything's okay. I'm going to cut a slice. Now I've got a lovely sharp blade, and I need it to be roughly the size of the piece because I'm going to thread it through.
Okay.
So I'm just going to cut a little bit out. This is where you need to take your time because you want it as snug a fit as you can manage without cutting yourself. And then I'm just going to thread that through.
Ah, gives it a nice look.
With a bit of luck, I've done it too high. Whoops. Just as well not working with Carol, because she has that trap door operating and I'd be down there. Right. So that's what it should look like.
Fab.
And then you just use these little little bits of the
cane that you had left
Yep.
over.
just to decorate the bottom. You don't have to add them, but I just liked.
What a lovely effect.
You could use the head pins.
Cool.
The head pins are
Of
beautiful.
course, yeah, absolutely.
So if I just put one in just to show what it would look like.
Yeah.
If I take that off, you'd cut them a little bit shorter than I've got.
Don't forget, you got 200 of the head pins that were in the kit. The kit was only $22.95. Fab. And those, there's still some of those available if you
Yep.
wish.
So that's what it looks like with the. Can we tip it up?
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great.
With the head
Fab. Love it. And you can obviously bake those in, can't you?
pin. Yes, they're really good. What you will need to do is to make sure that you have something in the curve. So I keep odd bits of tin foil. And you just literally put them in and bake it.
Fab.
I baked these, the larger one, for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's quite thin, even though it's curved, but this part here is a little bit thicker, so 20 to 30 minutes. You can't over bake, but you can bake it too hot.
Fab.
So you need to check it about 130 degrees for about 20-30 minutes, depending on how your oven goes. And I've used the lovely satin cord. Oh, have we got time just to show the little...
You absolutely
Yep.
do. And just before that, I'm going to bring in something that we've had people waiting for, hovering for. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Look at the amount we've got. These are your carvers. They are loved and adored and needed by all. What are these? Okay, well, let's be honest, they look a bit like dentistry tools, but they are actually for working with your polymer. You can use these pre and post bake. You can add texture, you can add shaping, you can etch with these as well. These aren't just for your polymer clay though. You could use these for, if you're a candle maker, you could use them for carving into your candles and making designs with those. You can use them. Sorry, my director Ryan's just gone. You could use them if you've got something stuck in your teeth. No, you can't use them for that, Ryan. You could use them for lots and lots of different mediums. You can use them with your copper clay, your bronze. You can use them with your metal clay as well. Let's get some of them out just to show you the versatility. I have a question as well. If you've got a tiny little garden, apparently, a garden for your borrowers, have a look. So we've got two shapes here. Imagine this in your polymer. You can create scale effects with this. You can kind of cut into it if you want to. You've also got the opposite side here of it, which is a really, really high point for it, that is bended and angled specifically so that you can groove pieces out if you want to. Now, the graphics say carving tool 12-piece set. It is a 12-piece set, absolutely, but actually, if you think about it, it's more like 24, isn't it? Because you've got double sides here. So you've got 12 tools, but they're double different sided heads. And the heads are different, you know, if I show you. Different heads there. Look at this one. This one's a really peculiar one, isn't it? Look. You see, it's kind of flattened, but then almost has the sort of sharper point to it. Can you see as the angle of this changes? Gives you an effect. You've then got a really elongated one here that kind of scoops up. All of these are going to give you different effects. Loads of you coming in for this. These are, it's like you're getting really 24, isn't it? If you were to buy 24 individual tools, then that's how they would appear. And you think about the amount of use you can get from these. These are absolutely sensational. There's loads and loads of different effects. Your price point, what would you normally be expecting to pay for, say, 24 individual tools? It probably wouldn't be $19.95, would it?
That's an incredible price. This again is something I've been waiting for it to come back in, because every time I've seen it on the on the internet, it's sold out. So
yes, it's because they're £9.95,
incredible,
and because they're so versatile. Yeah. It's a mixed media tool, isn't it?
I had something in about twice the size when I did pottery, but you can use that not just to carve, but you know, when I was manoeuvring to try and get the little head pin, that gives you the delicacy of moving things about, scooping things out, putting things the right way up. Really good price,
isn't it? It's absolutely sensational, and it does come in your little fold-up pouch as well, which makes it safe. It makes it, you know, a tidy way of storing your tools as well, and it is portable, of course, easy to take around with you. Loads of you coming in, names are going off my screen, but let's say hello to a few of you. Marilyn's coming in, lovely lady who texted us before about the clay roller, thank you for that, chicken. Pamela's coming in as well. Hello to Angelina, what a gorgeous name. Leslie's in. Hazel, you're in as well. Hello Hazel, lovely to see you again. Eileen's in with us today, and Susan. There's loads of you. Avril Lavigne? No, probably not. I don't think Avril Lavigne lives in Belfast, does she? No, isn't she Canadian?
Yeah.
I think she is. Well done to everyone who's coming in and getting these. We have done designer inspirations based around them, so do feel free to look back on YouTube and have a little nosy at what you can create with these. But you can use them on clay before it's baked, and you can actually etch into it and create your own looks, pictures and effects once it is baked as well. So great effect for you on these. $9.95 everybody. Well done everyone. Okay, so we're going to have a look at how to create these little sections here now.
Yep. And I just wanted to show that you use something around about 2 mil to do the main piece, but you can just use the most minute slivers. I don't know if you can pick that up. The fact it is, it is just so fine. And if you put that on your bead, can you see?
Yes.
That is, you can just put that on your bead, and that's all you need. You don't need anything thicker. You can if you want to make slightly bigger, but you just would literally just slice off. Can you see? I mean, the clay is fantastic. It's lightweight, but you can just patch in. And then once you've covered the bead to the design that you want, you just literally roll it in your fingers. And it's covered.
That's fab, isn't it?
These lovely pins again. These from the with the baking tray. You just push those through. Now I wanted to use, that would be good for beading thread. If you just wanted it for beading thread, that's fine. But I wanted to use it with the satin cord, so you need to use a cocktail stick, or probably within that tool we've got, there must be something that you can make just slightly bigger holes. So it's just a case of pushing it all the way through from both sides, so that the bit of clay that you're pushing out sticks in, not sticks out. And if you just want to remold it, well, there you are, one bead.
Isn't that fabulous? How wonderful! And that's how you kind of finish off that design,
yes,
as it were.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for showing us this. So you have learned exactly how to create this with all of that beautiful multi-stranded satin cord, which, don't forget, you got in your kit today. Before we go away from you, I've got to get you to explain exactly how you created this, because I'm just blown away by it. Fab.
Well, I used the top of the head pins, the stars and little hearts in the various designs. I've used them on the purpley flower ones. I've used them on the green and blue piece. And I said earlier, they are long, and that's the remains of the head pin, which you have enough to make a little curve at each end, and then you can thread it on. I couldn't believe how much you got with the head pins. They are fabulous.
Absolutely sensational.
Do you want me to demonstrate it, or have we got?
How long have we got? We've got probably about 5 minutes.
Fun?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I've got them here.
Great. So this is just one of the head pins. Don't forget, you've got 200.
This is the heart ones.
Yeah.
But either the heart are a little bit finer.
Yes.
It's just a case of I cut probably 3-4 mil from the end, because I wanted that to go in the clay.
Set into the clay.
Yep. Can't push that in.
I see.
And if I've got the...
You used your bail makers.
You could use a biro. It doesn't really matter what you use. If you've got one of these, that's fantastic. I'll just move this stuff out of the way.
Okay.
And it's just a case of finding the middle and bending it up, and bending it and arranging it so that you've got roughly the same side each side.
I see, yeah.
Yep. And taking the round nose pliers, just literally making as if you were going to do a loop. The only thing you need to do is make sure that it's really close, that you don't have any gap.
Okay.
On it.
I see.
Bit of a gap, because the wire, it will come off the wire.
Okay, so nice neat close on those then.
Try and keep the loops the same size.
Okay.
And I think on the one I've done, because I graduated the iolite, I had the full size ones in the middle.
Got you.
And then I just cut the wire a little bit shorter, so that it fitted the smaller stones, so that the big one in the middle slightly smaller as it goes towards the back of the neckline. But again, head pins you can use, and I think on the back of that one I've made the clasp as well.
Oh yeah, look. Yeah, I see. Oh, fab. Thank you so much for showing us that. So you made absolutely loads, and don't forget, all of these will be taken gorgeous photographs of, and they will be placed up on our Facebook page. How's the challenge going, Sue?
Not very well.
Oh, you've got the bit done? Oh no, you're doing all right.
That's it. I've just made the start. Now I've finished this,
You've got ages, Sue, don't worry about it. After the break, it's JewelleryMaker versus the world.
We really appreciate your support here at JewelleryMaker, so we'd like to give you something back every time you refer a friend to us. Once your friend's order is delivered, you'll both be rewarded with a free £10 credit to each of your accounts. Simply log onto your account or ask our call centre team to find your Refer a Friend code, give it to your friend and have them type it into the refer box when they sign up online. Alternatively, give the code to our friendly call centre team and they'll do the rest. So come and bring your friends into the fabulous world of jewellery making. Jewellery Maker, share your passion.
Join Debbie Bolford to build your own colour palette out of polymer clay and create a signature blend to make your own design stand out from the crowd. During the workshop, you will complete your own colour chart to give you a recipe card for all your future creations. This workshop is perfect for all lovers of polymer clay. This course includes a selection of clay, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, meet the presenters, and a visit to the Gemporium Museum. All of this for just $64.95, and for more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Welcome back everybody to Designer Inspiration. My name is Rebecca Redican and I'm joined today by the lovely Sue. Hi Sue!
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm having fun. I love how I did Sue and then you said how are you? And we're just holding on words for longer for no reason. How are you, lovely?
I'm fine.
Having a good afternoon so far?
Yeah, the jewellery I loved.
Oh, this second kit's fantastic.
Yes, I'm really happy with it, and I've got some lovely roses to show how to make. It's because Mothering Sunday is coming up, so.
Of course it is.
And we're going to have a bit of fun together as well on one of the designs.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I'm all on board for that. Let's get started with something that's a little bit fun. I showed you it alongside the Biwa pearls earlier on. It's this stunning Spinel. This is 150 carats worth. Now, why is this in Jewellery Maker against the world? Well, we're going to be looking at 10 products initially that you voted as your favourites, your most loved gemstones, your most loved findings, your most loved precious metals. We're going to be looking at those first. And then, after those 10, we're going to be looking at 2 of the recently founded as the rarest gemstones in the world. I'll be telling you about that a bit more when we get to it. But you voted this one of your top, well, it was your top 8. It was in your top 8 of favourite gemstones in the vote for 2014. This is, of course, your stunning Spinel. It is seriously esteemed gemstone, and the beauty of it is just obvious. It is so esteemed, it is so regal and royal. It is, of course, the gemstone which was said to save a king's life, in fact, isn't it? It saved King Henry V. He was said to be in the Battle of Agincourt in 1450, isn't it? Is that right? 1450, I think so, yeah. And essentially, it was said that it was placed. A piece of this was placed in his helmet, and he was in battle, and someone from the opposition swung their axe at his helmet, and it cut through the metal of his helmet. But actually, due to the strength of this stone, it saved his life essentially. It is absolutely beautiful. You voted it one of your favourite gemstones in the world, and today we're going to bring it to you at a sparkling price. Just £14.95 for you today on this. This is esteemed. This is connotations with regality and royalty, and it is beautiful for its effect. Not been seen that often at all. Loads of you covered it for this. I got multi-buyers straight away off the bat. Well done, everybody. I just need to let you know. With the people who have checked out, if we take into account the people who've checked out and the people who are saying, oh, I love the look of that, just to let you know that once you do check out, I'll be in my last chance saloon on this. That means 30 or less. So please do check out if you want this, because we very rarely get in quality of this kind of high prestige in this size in particular. It's a beautiful gemstone, 150 carats worth. This is graduated from around a 6x4 to approximately a 9x4. Get your hands on a little bit of regal for just $14.95. I'm in my teens on this now. Almost in my teens. Voted your favourite organic. And these are gorgeous. Did you get the Biwa? Did you? Aren't they gorgeous? Sapphire blue pearls. Look at those together. They'd be fab, wouldn't they? If you did get those. These are your stunning freshwater Cashy pearls. I haven't seen a Cashy pearl in ages. When we talk about Cashy pearl, we're talking about the shaping. We're talking about that beautiful organic appeal, which just mirrors beautifully the organic feel of those Biwas. So if you've got the Biwas, you've got to get your hands on these ones. You voted pearls your absolute #1 favourite organic. It completely blew even amber out of the water, which I was shocked about, because I know how much you do adore amber as well. But pearls, just hand over fist, was your absolute favourite, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous appeal that we have with these. Cashy pearl, you get that lovely kind of natural effect to them. Your price point today is just £7.95 for you on these ones. It's a gorgeous rich tone. It says violet up there. To me, they are a sapphire blue, but you know, each to their own. It is a beautiful effect we have here. What would you do with these, lovely Sue?
I would be tempted to put them with those lovely Biwa pearls as we had earlier.
Yeah.
But wouldn't they make a stunning pair of earrings?
Oh, gorgeous. And rare you'd say that about a pearl, actually. Earrings, but these would be perfect for it.
Earrings are my favourite piece of jewellery. I have loads of earrings at home. I would wear those, although I haven't got any in today. But I always make sure I have earrings in. But the colour is just electric blue.
Yes, there it is, isn't it? That's what I think too. Not many of these left. Again, so many of you checking out. I'm in my 40 or so now. Say that to me again. You're not going to believe what I've got coming up for you in a bit as well, by the way. In fact, we were meant to do those in the first half hour, weren't we? Are we still going to do those bales with the fitting gemstones? We are. They'll be covered up to you in the last hour of the show. You have got here your 925 sterling silver flower detail earring findings. Oh, they're gorgeous. They've got 5 petals, and then you've got that raised centre section. If I just hold these to the side, you'll be able to see your raised section there. I'll show you it from the side as well, so that'll be the side view. They've got the little dropper there, which is fab, and then they've got the flower detailing on them too. This is 925, so when we say 925, what I'm talking about is the metal itself. I'm talking about a precious metal, which is 92.5% silver, 7.5% ore. And the great thing about that is, the reason we add the ore to this is it means you're able to create these gorgeous shapes, these gorgeous looks and effects. 925, your price point today for 3 pairs, 20 mil drop, approximately £7.95 for you today, and you voted, this was voted in the category of and others, so what else do you love, and this was voted way up there. 925 I think was your second in and others that wasn't gemstones, and it wasn't your mediums. This was voted as one of your faves that you absolutely adore and love, your sterling silver. And that's probably because a lot of us who are creatives might make to sell, and of course if you are making to sell, then 925 is something that I know a lot of people will look for if they're buying jewellery. But also a thing, even if you don't make to sell, you make for your loved ones, your friends, your family, your best friends, yourself. We want to treat the special people in our lives, don't we? We want to treat the people we love, the people we care about, the people we spend time with. We want to treat them, and a lot of the time a treat will come in the form of something as special as 925. Well done everyone, £7.95 for you today. Oh, it's a broken strand. That's good. But the good thing is I can unstrand it for you, and I will show you how much you get here. Take a look. Clear quartz. These are your plain large nuggets. The strand has just snapped in half, but don't worry about it. It will be on a strand. You have got in here 480 carats worth. You've got some really large pieces. You've got some more delicate pieces as well. It's gorgeous the way that you get this kind of light transfusing through them. Can you see how the light's just kind of playing through these as you're spinning them? Really pretty, aren't they? What did you say, Helena? Nice variety of shapes as well. You have got in here a gorgeous selection of gemstones. Your price point today for clear quartz, which was voted one of your favourites, is just £7.95. Realistically, you know, for this huge piece here in some locations, because it is quartz, you could be looking at paying almost that for just one so large, couldn't you really? It is absolutely beautiful, beautiful variety we've got here. £7.95 for this glowing gem, voted one of your favourite gemstones. MNYY07 for your quartz. Get yourself a few strands, gemstone massage. Easy peasy. What box did you say? Why was this voted a favourite gemstone, was it? Amethyst. Not just any amethyst. Concave cut. Did you get that concave strand this morning? Did you? The smoky quartz. How great would this go in the centre? Those tube smoky quartz were just one of these. Gorgeous, wouldn't it? You've got the concave cut amethyst here. It is sensational in its quality. The concave cut means that every single one of these facets is kind of bending inwards. You've got that concave effect. So a facet normally would look like this. The concave cut, though, goes like this, essentially. It's simple as that. And that is created on a very fast turning lathe, and it means that the lapidurist can't just hold it for a bit and then move it and hold it for a bit. He has to actually undulate every single one, but in such a small area, so it's not as big a movement as that, obviously, or else you cut away half the gemstone. It's minute, it's tiny, but every has to be exactly the same, and there's so many on there. You can see how many of them there are on there. Look at it from the side as well, isn't that gorgeous? So you have got 85 carats worth here. Your price point today should be £47.95. Anyone for a price drop? Oh, go on then. Why not? £34.95. That's how much you would expect to pay for just one pendant, isn't it? Surely. This had 925 wire at the top. Don't forget, I've got a show with Sammy next week. I've got, oh no, it's not next week, is it? It's a week coming up very, very soon. I've got Sammy on, and we're doing 925 sterling silver wire show. How great, if you are going to tune into that, how great would that be to have just wrapped around the top of one of these? £34.95. Great price drop for you today. Amethyst concave cut, one of your favourite gems in my favourite shape. Turquoise, voted one of your favourite gemstones, of course. It's a beautiful, beautiful gem. We don't see that often at all. Hardly ever see turquoise. It's so tricky to get your hands on nowadays. Yields have just dramatically gone down. It's been popular, obviously, for a very, very long time. Always been popular. But the yields are just going down and down and down. Because so many people, so many companies getting it out of the ground. 340 carats worth of your turquoise plain drums here. From 14 to 10 mil. Your price point today for your plain drums is sensational. £9.95. Think about the price points you're used to seeing for turquoise. It's not usually around that price point, is it? But it is for you today. What would you do with these, Sue? Because you're peeking over.
I just love turquoise. It's my birthstone. I'm a December baby. I team that with either rose gold coloured findings or copper wire or something like that. It would go lovely with my challenge. But it's such a vibrant colour, which you don't often see. Sometimes you see turquoise and it's wishy-washy, but that's lovely.
It's sensational, isn't it? £9.95. AG, PO, 96. There is some Labradorite faceted rounds there. Of course, your favourite gemstone. For 3 years running. The quality. Look at the quality of that. Look how much shimmer and sheen and labradorescence you're getting. Underneath the surface, all those greens, blues, gold. The reason you get all these different colours, it's all to do with the interaction point of the light within the gem. So at one depth, if that makes sense, depending on how far into the gem the light gets. So at one depth it will be a bit blue. At another depth it will be gorgeous and gold. You've got 250 carats worth of these faceted rounds, and they are 10 mil. Labradorite, you absolutely love and adore it, and I think it is mainly due in part probably to that labradorescent effect that we get, and possibly due in part to the quality we're getting. I remember, you know, even kind of November, December time a couple of years ago, we weren't getting this higher quality, and if we were getting it, I would say that the price point was much higher than we would expect to see nowadays. But it's just so beautiful that our quality has gone up. But because you love it so much, and because you keep buying it, and because you essentially purchase so much of it, we're able to get better quality. We're able to get it, buy it in a bigger group, a bigger bundle. And because we're buying more of it in one go, we're then being given a discount, which means the quality is going up, but the price is going down. 250 carats worth of your Labradorite, 10 mil, your price point today. It's just £7.95 for you on these ones today. 250 carats worth. That's sensational, isn't it? Isn't that a great price point for you all? Do you love Labradorite as much as everyone else, Sue?
Definitely. The colours you get off it, you can have very pale greys to almost black, but flashes. Again, it's that movement. I love it's a talking point. People will ask, well, what are you wearing? You know, what is this gem? Is it natural? And the fact you can say, yes, it's natural, it's beautiful, it's lovely.
Astonishing, isn't it? Well done, everyone who's getting this. £7.95 for you today. 250 carats worth of those faceted rounds. Another one voted your favourite gemstone. Don't forget, not every gemstone got a look into the top 10. These are all your top 10s. Drusy did though, and it got a pretty serious look in, I've got to say. Drusy quartz we've got here. Drusy, so interesting to look at, isn't it? You get that beautiful natural sparkle and twinkle to these. What we get in there, if I can just sort of show you sort of a section, if it were. Can you see you get that gorgeous kind of glittering effect? That's actually Mother Nature. That's Mother Nature's work that we've got there, that kind of glittering effect. And what that is essentially is the way in which Mother Nature has created this. There'll be a hollow rock which in this case will contain your quartz, and that's why you can get different Drusy. You can get your quartz Drusy, you can get your chalcedony Drusy. You know, we have quite a bit of variety here on Jewellery Maker. So you will get this geode effect almost that will be hollow-esque in the centre. And what will happen is, because it is that way, and because of the depth it will be in the ground, and because on the outside there'll be kind of it'll be warmer, whereas inside it's cavernous, it's hollow, so it's colder, the pressure changes. It's almost like as the crystals are trying to form properly to form your usual quartz, it's almost like it freezes in time. It can't quite get to the point it needs to because of that dramatic switch, and that's why you get that gorgeous effect. These are 160 carats worth of your 8mm rounds. Your price point today, just £6.95 for you on that entire strand. These are going to go with so much. They're going to go great with that turquoise, aren't they, if you're going to go for those colour palettes. They're going to go lovely with the Spinel, as well as a bit of a sparkly kind of juxtaposition in the Drusy sparkle and with the facets. You're going to go great with those lovely little pearls we had on earlier, those blue ones too. Hello everybody coming in for this. Really nice to see you all. Drusy, it's lovely as well that you get that kind of gorgeous effect to these with the banding too on the outside. I think that's a really pretty appeal. IFPO27 is your code, and these are £6.95 for you. Some cabochons on the desk, it says. Oh, these ones on the desk. I love it when Brother Pete leaves me little clues. Little clues. Oh, it's so cryptic. What could this mean? Ooh. On. It's not even on the desk. On desk. You have got here your cabochons. These were voted. What were they voted? One of the favourite others, so things that weren't your favourite gemstone or your favourite medium. So this is the type of category that will have had your 925 in. Cabochons voted your favourite, and that's possibly because they are so individual and different. You have got, look at the effect on these. That's like artwork, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Mariam quartz, multi-shaped. Oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? I love about it as well, which is hard for you to get at home, but I love about it, you get, can you see these little areas here? That's kind of like your quartz itself. So what that means is it's actually translucent. When I'm looking into that, I can actually see the patterns behind it, if that makes sense. Really gorgeous effect. It gives you a lot of depth, which we don't always get in a cabochon, do we? Because you either get a clear cabochon, like a transparent cabochon, which means you can see straight through it, and that's fab, or you'll get a completely opaque. This one's got a bit of both. This has got a bit of the in-between. You are going to be getting multi-shapes on this. So what that means, just so you know, is you'll definitely be getting 740 carats worth, but you could be getting a variety of different amounts and different shapes. So I've got a few kind of trillion. I've got some ovals as well. Mine are all quite large. I've got 5 here, but another sample that's been sent over that's been photographed had 6, and that's because it's done on your carat weight. What we will definitely have, though, is completely every single one unique and different, as unique and different and individual as your own jewellery makes. Your price point today. Well done, everyone. Loads of you already got it. I'm saying well done to you now because you've just got the price drop before anyone else. You've just got a price slash before everyone else. Well done. Your price point today should be £17.95. It's not, though. It's £14.95 for you today. And they are beautiful, aren't they? Look how gorgeous they are. Every single one of them is different and individual. They all have their own markings. They all have their own story to tell. They all have their own kind of, mixture and melting colours going through this. Well done, everybody who's already checking out. Blimey, rushing to this because I don't think anyone really expected that price drop, did they? £14.95 for you on this one today. Now, that was Jewellery Maker. This is Against the World. So, Let me just tell you a little bit about this first off. What I will do actually is, if I remember, someone remind me, I'll put up on my Facebook page a link to the website if you want to see it. Essentially, there is a website from a discovery website that has come up with the top 10 rarest gemstones. It's taken a lot of research. They've kind of really looked into it, even taken into account things like market value, kind of yield, presence of it, etc., etc. And they've come up with a list of 10 of the rarest gemstones in the world. But they haven't even just done rarest families. So for example, you know, you might expect to see diamond on there. It's actually not. They found a very, very rare type of your pink diamond that is in there, but that's the only diamond. Also, you might think things like opal would be in there. No, actually, opal, black opal is present on the list, but not opal as a whole. So this is a very kind of focused in top 10 rarest gemstones. And the two strands that I'm about to show you are in that top 10. Now, I know we probably can guess one of them, can't we? If I say blue, there's probably one that pops to mind. I wonder if you can guess the other one. It's coming on your screen right now. One of the 10 rarest gemstone lists in the world includes this, jadeite. Take a look. This has outrun so much things like your ruby. Ruby doesn't even get a look in on the list. This is outrun your sapphire. That doesn't even feature on the list, actually, from what I can remember. This is one of the rarest gemstones in the world, and actually I've done a bit of a screen grab of the website that discusses this gemstone, and we'll take a little look at that now. So that's from the website. Obviously, I've had to take off all kind of the branding around the outside, but this is literally just what's on that website, which I will post up later. Jadeite might sound like the various semi-precious stone informally known as jade, but this is incredibly rare gem and is many times more valuable. It says as well that essentially how it's been used in the past, and how a Christie's necklace that was sold at the auction house went for nearly $10 million. I think one thing that's really important to note about this is that bottom section just there, market value. Now this was from their range that they found. Market value around $20,000 per carat. Now that's market value as in finding the highest price range, the lowest price range, and working out around the middle, because some pieces of this that you can buy are literally millions of dollars a carat. So they've kind of averaged it out there. This is sensational gemstone. Now, jadeite, what is it? Okay, so jade has two main areas within it that we will kind of recognize, and this is the easiest way to explain it. There is your nephrite and your jadeite. Nephrite is the commoner garden of the jade, realistically. It's really easy for you to get your hands on, so simple for you to get your hands on. But essentially it's got a milk-like tone to it, and what that means with this is that you have almost a pale effect. But with this jadeite, this is the archetypal tone, I would say, for jade. If you think of the colour jade, you've probably got it in your mind, haven't you, this colour? This is, as that website has pointed out very correctly, this is one of the rarest gemstones in the world, and it is also one of the most incredibly valuable gemstones in the world as well. You've seen the average market price that this website and research centre has done and kind of averaged this out at, and well, let's just say you're paying nowhere near that here today. You have got 80 carats worth of your jadeite. Your price point for 5 mil of one of the rarest gemstones in the world, £17.95. What? We have to price match this. This has been dropped lower in the last 30 days, and we have to price drop it. £14.95. Can we just look at that slide again? Sorry, can we just look at that slide again? Oh yeah, okay, so what was picking out there? I'm picking out jadeite. Yes, yeah, good. Incredibly rare, yeah. Many times more valuable, good, prized. Okay, good, yeah, brilliant. The fact that a necklace has been sold at auction for $10 million, great, good stuff. Jadeite sells for millions of dollars per carat, great. Market value, $20,000 per carat. This is ridiculous. Can I just work that out, please? $20,000 per carat. I've got, not a carat, I've got 80. 80. 1.6 million. Is it? That, well, let's just say I've never found that much down the back of my sofa, have I? I've found £20 in my pocket before. You know, when you forget about them and you put your hand in, oh, receipt. No, it's £20. Love that. I found £20 and actually I could buy this strand for that £20 I've found, and I've got change. I'm never finding, you know, $1.5 million down the back of my sofa. That is astonishing, isn't it? Genuinely. One of the most valuable and rare gemstones in the entire world. 80 carats worth of your jadeite, 5 mil. And it's 5 mil as well. I haven't even talked about the size. The fact that it's a 5 mil means you get lots of versatility to your pieces. Half of my stock has gone. Can you imagine just buying a necklace for $10 million? No.
That's for certain.
I wouldn't wear it very often at all. No, I absolutely wouldn't. It would never be worn, ever. It'd be locked in a box, in a safe, in a wall.
In a bank.
In a bank, and never spoken about. That's amazing, isn't it? But it's true. £14.95 for officially one of the most beautiful to me gemstones. £14.95. Not many of those left at all. We know the next stone that's coming up, don't we? What was the other gemstone that was voted one of the rarest gemstones in the world? It is, of course, get it whilst you can, Tanzanite. Not got many of these. I'm in single figures. Get them whilst you can. Do you know what? I haven't got time for this. I haven't got time to tell you about how rare it is, how gorgeous it is. I haven't got time to tell you about how the price point has gone up on the market by around 800%. I've probably got time to show you the slide, if you've got that. But whilst that slide's up, telling you that it's only found at the foothills of Kilimanjaro and that, you know, it's only been found for a few years, I'm just going to say to you that the price today, £39.95 for a gemstone that realistically, I know you've seen quite a bit of it. I know that the Late Show last night had a lot of strands on, didn't they? They had Tanzanite on last night, and I know that you saw Tanzanite sort of a week or so ago as well. And I know you've seen quite a bit of it recently, but that is purely because we clear out space in our warehouse so we can get more stock in, because even in these huge crates you can only get, say, one. If there's one crate dedicated to one selection, even if there's only one strand in there, you can't then refill the crate. So the thing about this is, with Tanzanite, when you're seeing it often on our shows recently, that's purely because there's so much of it that we have just one or two left of, that we have to bring them on the show. I've got 3 of this left right now, for example. I've got 3 of this strand left of Tanzanite. Once this strand is gone, this is gone, because the Genuine Gemstone Company is currently not buying this gemstone. It's £39.95 at this moment in time. We are not buying any more Tanzanite. Once everybody checks out, I'll have one. Well done, everyone. Well done, everybody, because I know you've seen quite a bit of it, but don't let that make you think that so much of it is coming. Say it to me again, sorry, lovely. We're doing these now. That was JM against the world. I didn't dedicate myself to that, did I? No. JM against the world. Evil laugh from Pete to top it off. Perfect. That was creepy. That was really evil. Really good, Pete. You are wasted in this job, my love, with cackling skills like that. Anyone want a pendant bail to fit in a gemstone I have? Have you got your prong set tool? Do you just love the look of high end? This is 925 sterling silver pendant mount. Show you it from the side as well. You've got your flattened bail here, which means it rests beautifully against the neckline, against the décolletage. You've got, if I show you the back as well, you've got the opening loop here, which means the light is able to shine through front and back, giving your gemstone the most beautiful appeal. You've got the 925 noted on there as well, so that you know instantly that this is the real deal. If I spin it around again, you can see from the side you've got those prongs that come around the side that you can then rest atop of the gem. What gemstone fits in this, Helena? Oh, it's an oval I've got coming up in the gemstone set. Have we got that so I can pop it in so people can see? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Box number 11. Yeah, I found it. This is coming up for you later on. But I just want to, which one fits in? Is that a crown dioxide? That's gorgeous. I just wanted to show you how this would look with it kind of rested inside. Just to give you an idea, you have got these gemstones coming up in a little bit. And obviously this is just kind of rested in, so I've got to be careful. But, oh, told you, got to be careful. Look at that. That's kind of the look that you can create at home. The kind of look and effect. Isn't that beautiful? I've actually think I've got 2 gemstones that might fit in this as well. That looks like it might too. But we'll confirm that later on. These are your 925 pendant mounts. You have got a beautiful, beautiful array of beauty and quality within here. If you do want to be able to make your own high-end pendant pieces, then you can for a really low price. DKKT05 is your code on this today. It's 8x6 mil oval pendants for you. 925, it's your high-end precious metal, and actually it could have been in JM versus the world, because you did vote 925 something that you love and adore. Why do you think people do love and adore 925 so much so?
It has a shine that that gold doesn't. And even the plated, there's something very special about sterling silver. There's a depth to the colour, the shine, something very special.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with you there. Just spilt water down myself. Quite a lot. I don't lie to you, quite a lot. A lot of water. A lot. It's just gone down. It's all over my chops. It's gone on my dress. That's Brother Pete, that is. He's filled up my glass too much. He's filled up my cup too much. Maybe he heard me laughing about his on-desk love note that he left before. I've just spilt that all down myself. I'm blaming Brother Pete. Pete was concerned. Don't be concerned, sweet Pete. It's fine.
My cup's too full.
My cup is too full, Peter. Hey, Pete, is that upstairs water? I can tell it is, sweetie. It's super cold and delicious. Thank you. Have you got water on yourself as well?
That was in the toilet.
Too much information.
Totally sat for an instant.
Too much information.
The same.
Oh, yes. Just stop right there. Thank you very much. As Spice Girls very cleverly sung. Lots of you coming in for this, obviously. Well done, absolutely everybody. $4.95. Well done, all. Say it to me again. Sorry, Helena. Gemstone collection. Yeah, great stuff. Let's do those now. Let me show you this. I'll show you them all together first. You're going to be getting a gemstone collection, and this is with 6 individual gemstones. It's a lucky dip gemstone sort of collection. That's not the title. But what I will say is you're definitely getting your emerald, which is 7 by 5. That's the one that I showed you in this earlier on. You're also definitely getting your ruby oval. This is the one that fits perfectly in that pendant, actually, if I can get it out. Can I hold that there? Is that all right? Just whilst I'm opening this. And then you're also definitely going to be getting in there shapes that I can tell you, but I can't tell you the definite gemstone that you'll be getting. So you're definitely getting a 6mm round. You're definitely getting an 8mm round. You're definitely getting a 9 by 6 pair and a 16 by 12. So that's the largest one that you can see there. Now let me just show you, because this is that pendant which I've just done for you. This fits the ruby in it precisely. Now obviously I don't have my prong set tool with me, so I'm sort of just resting it in, as it were. But this is the right dimensions for it to fit. I do have to, oh, it's on an angle, I'm sorry about that, but it gives you an idea, doesn't it? Gives you an idea. Oh, come back. Come back, you. Obviously, I can't place this in because I've not got my prong set tool with me, but it gives you an idea of exactly what we're looking for. I will not be beaten. I will not. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. There we go. Get this shot quick. I can't be sure how long I can hold it for. So that's the look that we're going to get with this. We still have a few of this mount left if you wish to have them, and the ruby fits in beautifully, but the mount looks beautiful by itself, as I wanted to demonstrate then. You have got this beautiful gemstone collection, 10 carats worth in total. They're all of the highest of qualities, beautiful appeal. Your price point today should be £34.95. We are going to go lower though. We are taking that price point down. £29.95 for you today for those. Now think about it. You know and I know how much our gem collector gemstones generally are each, aren't they? Well, we had one on the other day that was £11.95, didn't we? Which is a bargain. It really, really is. But you did have, you know, we can see around the £10 mark. So realistically, even if these were £10 each, that would be an absolute bargain, I believe, especially for the larger ones, especially for the emerald and the ruby as well, that we're definitely getting. Don't forget, you're definitely getting these too. So £29.95 is great, because even at just £10 each, you've got £60 worth there, haven't you? £29.95. Well done, everybody. JOCI 97 is the code on these ones. Definitely getting that emerald and the ruby, which fits the mount I've just got at the bottom of your screen. Well done, everyone. Designer inspiration time with lovely Sue. Sue, what are we expecting for this designer inspiration?
I've got 2 items I'm going to do. One is the classic rose, and one is a surprise, which you're involved with.
Well, can't wait. I love a good surprise. Now, I've got loads and loads of treats for you in this one. You've got 5 packs of your polymer. I've got in here your fuchsia. I've got your purple pearl. I've got a souffle. Souffle name game. What is it? What colour are we looking at? Pea green. No, I don't know how old your peas are, but I've never seen a pea that colour. No, not pea green. Wasabi. Close. Pistachio! That is the first time ever someone has got the name of a souffle right without cheating. That is amazing. It is pistachio. Pistachio. You've also got in there that beautiful bright yellow, and you've got your magenta pearl as well. These ones with the accents and with a little bit of glitter inside. Great. You've then got in here these wonderful liquid pearls and your stickles as well. I've never seen that colour of the liquid pearl before, have you? The purple. That's beautiful, isn't it? And you've also got the copper colour, and you've got the glitter stickles as well. We'll see exactly how to use these later on. I've also got for you a little treasure chest. These are what we were talking about earlier on, actually. These are the pieces that we used in both of our kits, didn't we? Why did you decide to use these in both of your kits? Well, just because you adore them so much?
Yeah, basically I love the foils. I started off with this one, and I have used them in a necklace and a pair of earrings and a ring. And then when I got the second one out, just playing with the polymer clay, I made a sort of purpley colour, and I thought, purple and copper, yeah, I'm up for that, so I couldn't stop myself.
Of course you couldn't, because they're just so much fun, aren't they? I've also got 3 strands in here for you too. This is your rose quartz in those lovely 5-petal flowers, really pretty. Gorgeous clarity to these, which means you really get that beautiful kind of warmth and depth appeal to when the light shines through. I've also got in here a pink amethyst strand, which is sensational. Look at the glow. How nicely would that go with the pink amethyst I've got coming up later? Wouldn't it? You have got 30 carats worth there, and they are your faceted rondelles. I've also got in there the pearls. Lovely gentle tone to these, really, really pretty colouring. You've got size-wise on those mint baroques, they are 7 by 6 mil. So let's reiterate: 3 strands, 1's an organic, 2 genuine gemstones, 5 blocks of your polymer. You've got a little treasure trove of your flakes, and you've got 3 of your sticky paints there. So you've got your glitters and you've got the liquid pearl. Price point today is not going to be £42.90. We are going to take it further down for you today. FDGC 92 is your code. 3 strands, 5 packs of polymer, 3 of those paints and glitters, and you get your treasure trove of your gold. £28.95. What do you think of that price, Sue?
That's incredible. The amount of jewellery I've made from this, and I've still got stuff left over. I've still got a little bag of the gems. The amethysts go a long way.
Absolutely, don't they?
They're so beautiful. The colour is just, and the fact that they're faceted, I think, as well. They're amazing.
They're fab, aren't they? You've made so much here. You've made absolutely loads. You've made some flowers. You've made rings, polymer rings. Yeah. Never really even thought about doing that, but I love how you've inlaid the gemstones within there. You've even done some wire work in it. What was your inspiration with this one, Sue?
It was the pearls, I think, that and the title. You know, today is floral polymers, isn't it? So when I got it out, I thought, there's green, so there's got to be leaves. The pearls are just beautiful. I love pearls. And I'd spoken to my hairdresser about headbands and tiaras, and she said about how useful it would be to have, rather than a solid band on my friend Libby, I've got the headband with rings at the end which you can pin in easily. So I just went for it.
I see. I love that headband you've got on there. How pretty to use those. The
flowers are just gorgeous, aren't they? Rather than having to make, I mean, I often make flowers with the polymer clay, but it was a gift.
Oh, so beautiful, really pretty. And those rings, what? They were fine to bake the gemstones in them, obviously.
Yeah. I had, it was just little bits left over, playing with it, and I thought, do you know what, this would make a good ring size. So absolutely. It's just a case of shaping the main body and using a little round cutter I found that fitted my finger. And I thought, ooh, I think it was partly because I'd got a few gems that had fallen on, and as I was rolling the polymer clay, it picked up on the in the polymer clay, and I thought, if I actually set them, would they be okay? And they were. And I've used a little bit of glitter on it as well.
Love that. It lifts it a little bit, doesn't it? We're going to be learning how to make this piece and this piece today, aren't we?
Yes.
Fab. Where would you like to start?
I'm going to start with the roses
Lovely.
first, because Mothering Sunday's coming up, and my mum loved roses. So it's always a good time to spend with the family.
Yes, absolutely.
So and we're going to go for a rose.
Beautiful. Let's do those then.
You can make roses in all sorts of shapes and designs, and I've used the lovely tier cutters that we've got from JM, and I'm actually going to make a rose that's bigger than the one on the jewellery, because it'd just be easier to
see.
Yeah.
Okay, fab.
And again, I've used the lovely little head pins and things like that on the leaves. So on the necklace, I've actually used a stamp cutter, but I've just, while we were talking earlier, I've just made a leaf shape. If I'd got the tools, I'd have used the tools, but I haven't got those lovely tools we had earlier.
Yeah.
Not yet anyhow. If there's
Not
any
yet.
left,
Not
I will
yet.
go home and buy some. So I've just used my sharp knife to cut it.
Okay.
I've in the past used a little cone to start it off, and I've embedded the little head pins, which you can again, which I might use at the end. These are the little heart ones, which were from earlier. But I'm going to start with a little offcut, and I'm just going to roll it, just to start it off. This polymer clay is lovely. This is the accents, and it's got sort of like incredibly fine glitter, so it's ideal. So just roll it, and that will just form the centre of my flower.
Okay.
I've just cut out 15 petals. You don't have to do as many as this. I think on the design I've made, I had 15 to begin with, then I went 13 and 11, just to make it slightly smaller.
Okay.
So this is the shape that you start off with, but I'm just going to squash it out to make it more petal shape. You don't want it too thin, because you want it fairly rigid.
Okay.
And then taking the centre part, I'm just going to take a petal and place it on.
Yeah.
As you go, and just squeeze, just pinch to form just a point.
Okay.
And then turn it slightly, and I'm aiming to do 5 of the petals in the centre part, and then as we go out we'll add more. Just squeeze it, it will hold, and just squeeze.
Yeah.
Turn and squeeze. So if I do them, pick up a little bit of speed on this. 4. It doesn't really matter. And then you just put it in between. Try and mimic a real rose. They tend to sit a little bit higher because the petals are bigger as you go further out. You see that I've got this sort of stem.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Again, just pinch. Just a few more.
Just giving it that texture and that peel, isn't it?
Yeah. You can do. I've used rounds, but I keep coming back to this lovely tear shape. To me, that it just gives a more natural looking rose.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, because on a rose it's not like, you know, when you're younger and you draw a flower and every flower's kind of bowed at the top, is it? They're all a bit different and got their own quirks.
Again, you can use glitters, you can use the lovely micro powders just to put on the tip of the petals.
And I do have some.
Oh wow.
They'd go well, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they?
You can have real fun with those. And
Soft
a little
pink and
goes.
pink would go great.
Yeah, I'm just going to just squash that in.
Okay, pokes.
And then shall we have a play?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me show you the colours and then let's throw some on, eh? You have got here your mica powders, but show you a selection. Essentially a super duper duper fine powder that adds this gorgeous colouring and glitter appeal. You have got 4 different colours here. You've got your yellow, you've got your soft pink, your zesty pink, and you've got your blue as well in here as well. Your price point today for your Mica Magic is not $14.80. It's going down in price. What colour do you fancy using, Sue?
I thought we'd have a little dip in each one.
Ooh.
Choose a different petal.
Brilliant.
Okay.
$9.95. What do you think of that?
That's incredible.
That's a great
These
price,
go
isn't it?
on forever. Really.
How long have you had yours for, Sue?
12 months, 18 months. And again, you just literally, you can add these to water, and you can paint with them. I tend to just use a little bit of just a fingertip worth, and we're just going to put it on one. You put as much or as little as you want. It picks up the texture, so it probably will pick up the fingerprints on...
But that's good for a flower, actually, isn't it?
Yep.
Because,
if you use the texture plates, it's perfect. So that's the blue.
oh, that's nice, I love that. Yeah, I'll put the lids on, we'll swap.
I probably wouldn't use this because it's so close to the original, but we'll show what it looks like. Oh, it's coming off okay, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it adds a real nice
That's
appeal.
very subtle, isn't it?
Ah,
Really subtle.
gorgeous.
Okay, next one.
Swap it to the pink.
Yep. You see, a little goes an incredible
You're
way.
literally using a finger dab, aren't you?
Yeah, just literally. Actually, that second one I do like. I wouldn't have used it, but that's really nice.
And isn't that funny? Because that would have been the first one that I would have gone for. That would have been the first one that I would have tried.
And this is the gold.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it just give it a really beautiful kind of quirky look and appeal? Isn't that fab? Really pretty.
And then if you want to, you can add a few into the centre of the flower. These are the
head pins.
Few head pins. These are the heart ones.
Oh.
And then I'm just going to cut the back off because I want it to sit on the... And this is where the bit, if you cut it wrong, all the petals fall off.
Oh, so how do we avoid that? What's your tip?
Slowly, little bit at a time, and if it does, don't worry, because you just press them back on again.
Of course.
The flower becomes quite delicate at this stage and easily to squash, so you would want really to have prepared whatever you're going to put it on. Now I've got the leaf and I've got a little round plate which this will sit on, and I've put a baking pin again. This is so that once I put this onto the top, I'm not going to touch it again, and I've got a Teflon sheet. I use these such a lot. They're such a good price from JM. And this, when it's baked, you can take out and you can put your beading thread through.
Okay.
So it's just literally, if you wanted to make it a little bit more secure, some bacon bond or some liquid clay, you just literally put it on like that, just gently press. And I'd probably leave that 24 hours so that the clay bonds together before I would bake it.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. So that's
exactly how you
rose.
create these looks, and isn't that beautiful? It's such a pretty piece. It's going to be great for your Mothering Sunday designs, and so much more. Really, really pretty for you.
Now, the bigger the flowers, you could turn it into a brooch. You could make a pair of earrings out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
All sorts. It's a really versatile design.
It does, doesn't it? It's beautiful. I absolutely adore that. And whilst we were talking about that, actually, we were talking about textured sheets, were we? And
oh, I've not seen this one.
I know,
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that fab?
I love it.
It's only been seen once ever before, and I don't think it was seen on Designer Inspiration. Have a look. This is called Under the Broad Walk.
We've got a lovely organic look to the one side and quite geometric to the other, so again, versatile.
It's gorgeous. So where would you see this used, this one here?
If I was making squares, triangle shapes, and the other one if I was looking for, I think Debbie used it earlier in the week with pebbles. Wouldn't that be if you're making a pebble shape piece of it's fabulous.
I know exactly what you mean. That's a great idea, isn't it? Oh, I love this stamper. Now, don't forget, this can go through your clay roller, which if you've only just tuned in, we have got back. It's coming at the bottom of your screen and in a moment or two. But this is just a great stamper that will roll through your plastic clay roller. It will also give you texture and depth to your pieces that you can then actually highlight and lift with the mica powders.
Shall we have
yes, please let's have a go. At your price point today, I could see you rolling that thinking, I bet she's going to say have a go. £8.95 for you today. It's washable. You can wash these. You can use them to arch around corners for things like bangles, because I know a lot of stampers are just flat and that can mean if you are creating something, it can be very tricky to do, but these will go around the corners for you. And let's have a look how they look now.
So I do better with this than I did with the extruder. Just going to
forgotten. So this is going through the clay roller, which is on the bottom of your screen, $14.95. It gives a really nice, even kind of stamp effect to your pieces.
Because at home I'd have this secured, that's why it's taken a little bit. It looks more difficult. It's not. It's just the fact that
you've not got it clamped down.
I've not got it clamped, but hey,
oh,
look at that.
Look! Take a look.
I was going to say if we... Oh, look at the mic. That, without adding anything at all, that is beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
But look how crisp that is. Shall we put a little bit of the powder on?
Yes, please.
Or swapsies.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna add a bit of the light pink as well, I think.
I've probably put it a little bit too heavy. Yep.
Oh look, and you could just pick out, if you did have a fine paintbrush, for example, you could just pick out, say, you know, the outer circle you could do in that pink tone, and then the middle circle you could do with that kind of blush that Sue's put on up here. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Oh, what a great stamper. And then look at the other side too. Got that effect. Isn't that pretty?
Should we put some of the... Did you use the pale? Got the blue. Let's put the blue, because that would really stand out, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it's going to really pop, isn't it? $8.95. Well done, everybody. You've not really seen this stamp before. Only we'd seen once before. It's a great price point, isn't it? $8.95 for you today. VDMB30 is your code for this stamp. Get it whilst you can.
Oh,
really
I like the blue on that.
Good, isn't it? Well done, everybody. So we are now going to learn how to create this piece here, aren't we, Sue?
Yes, we're going to have some fun with that.
I'll pop the lid on that one for you, my love.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the one we're going to learn to make.
I started off doing a design with, this is, excuse me, the purple and the yellow. And I got as far as this. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with this? I wasn't sure what to do with it next. And then I thought, I've got this lovely purple. I'm going to have a go at this. So I'll start it off, and then I'm going to let you have a go with the other one. And let's see what sort of design we can come up with.
Fantastic.
It's really easy to use. Just gently squeeze. If you're a cake baker, you'll get on really well with this.
Okay.
So I tried to pick up, but of course what I did was, I was doing this late at night, didn't make such a good job of it, so I thought,
So you're kind of picking out the swirls?
I tried to pick out the swirls, but I didn't do such a good job, so once I've now got used to the technique, I'm quite happy with this. So I didn't do this right, so I thought, well, how am I going to get over this? Not sure what to do. So if I give you that one to have a play with.
On the back of this?
Yep.
No problemo. Oh, I get the glitzy one.
Yep.
And these are really simple to use, aren't they?
Yep.
I like the precision nozzle on them.
And again, if this one is, if you get it, because the glittery ones and the ones with the micro powder, just occasionally the nozzle breaks, gets blocked.
So what do you do?
So just use a fine pin, if you've got a sewing pin, or so what I started to do was infill on this.
Okay.
And again, I was tired and I wasn't making such a good job, so it didn't look so good, because I thought, well, I'll put the purple on. Well, this is coming out much better.
Just goes to show, you know, certain days you get a certain zest of creativity more than others. And things like lack of sleep do make a big difference, don't they?
Yep. So I started with that, and I thought, not sure. So I thought, well, what can we do? So I thought, my trusty pin again, wish, and I just sort of swirled it.
So just kind of going really free form with it.
Yep, free form. And then I thought, well, that looks okay, but it still looks a bit messy. So I thought, what can I do next? So what I did was I started off with a really big blob. Oops, it's got blocked again.
Just a really big blob of it.
Yep. And then I just brought from the big blob up to sort of just use. The good thing with these is you just go for it. If you don't be worried. The worst scenario, if you don't like it, it washes off.
Yeah, you can just wipe it off, can't you?
Yep. So just literally finish with another bit more of a blob, which gives the design that we've got there.
I see. It's gorgeous. It's got a lovely depth to it, hasn't it?
But do you know what? I rather like that glitter.
I like that glitter
Yeah.
as well.
Shall we do a bit of magic?
Yes, please.
Right. Wang. So you need to turn that over.
Let's make it more magic. Okay?
All right.
Wang isn't a magic word. That was the wrong magic word.
What we got? Itsy wizzy. Let's get busy.
Oh, look, it's double-sided. That's gorgeous. What was your idea with that one?
Well, I looked at the glitters and I tried that on another one. I did this on one and then I looked at the other one and I thought, do you know what? How useful with this? You could wear it during the day.
Yeah.
And then turn it over and wear it at night. You've got two styles in one.
I love that idea. Let's look at my one, please. Spiral! But it goes to show you could do loads of different things with this, and I quite like as well how I was just working with it, how you can dome it, can't you? You can give it that texture, which is
the pearl one domes beautifully.
Yeah, really beautifully. I just think that's such a lovely piece. It goes great with those flowers as well. It really, really does. I absolutely adore it. I was wondering, because I know a lot of people are going to ask, how did we actually make the base for these with that?
I've got some here.
Because there's a few, if you want to be able to, we'll show you exactly how to create these in a moment, and I'll bring to you actually something that if you're one of those people who want symmetry every time, I've actually got a cabochon mould maker here, which could help you get the same look each time. We will show you how to do it without, but if you want real evenness, then we've got it here. These are machine washable, so you can pop them in the machine once they're done. They're super malleable. Look, you know, if you've got a piece in here, you could just really simply bend them to pop them out. It's super duper sturdy though. You can see I'm properly bending that out of shape. I'm really going for it, twist and turn, but it bounces back time and time again, so it's super duper durable. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual shapes here, and they've been created and graduated, so if you wanted to make it large, you know, this might be your centerpiece, and then graduate it down to go higher up the neckline, for example, and thinner as you go, then this will be perfect for that. You can of course use it for lots of other things as well, not just your polymer. You can use it with things like your resin as well, but it's just a great way to give you symmetry every time and make essentially your own cabochon-esque pieces. And if you got those clay carvers that I had on for you earlier, imagine making one of these shapes and then carving into it and almost giving your polymer a cameo kind of pendant look. You have got your almond cab flexi rubber mould. Your price point today, it's just £12.95 for you today, back in stock for you because it's ever so popular.
They are excellent to use, those moulds. I've got several of them in different sizes. They're flexible but they're strong.
Yes.
Easy to use, really. And it was only because I was playing with this that I didn't use something like that. I just put 2 sausages of clay together.
Yes.
Squashed them and then started twisting. Put it into a ball shape, and then I just literally, my hands are a little bit, whoops. With the clay, you just need to make sure that you've properly squashed it.
What do you mean by properly squashed it?
If you put the 2 just together, the type of clay it is, that they won't bond together.
Okay.
So it just needs a little bit of pressure, and it really is excellent.
So you're rolling it round in the ball.
Yeah, I'm trying to make, rather than a ball shape.
Almost a rondelle.
Yes.
So how do you do that?
Just form, rather than in the centre of your hand, just sort of slightly, so you're off centre, one on top of the other like that.
I see.
So if you keep on going, to start with you'll get that shape, but if you keep on going with a bit of luck you'll get a swirl. Probably won't do it today. No, it's not going to do. But I've just done that, and then I just literally put it down and gave it a squash. Turned it over and just shaped it so that you get a domed effect from both sides. And then put the pin. I've used wire on this. On the original ones, I just used these lovely pins again and threaded beading wire through.
Fab. That is just wonderful. Thank you so much for showing us those. So it's a great way to make it, and I love the way that it brings the colours together.
They're just fabulous products. I've had the sort of greys and silvers before, but I love this copper. The copper and purple, lovely combination.
Glad you like it. I've got some more polymers here for you, right here, right now, for us to get our hands on. I have got for you your blue glitter. That's with your accents. I've also got your pearl. I have in here your Spanish olive. There is also your turquoise, and I've got your, can we guess what it is? What colour is this, Sam? Blue. Blue, close. It would be blue anywhere else, but this is a souffle and they have ridiculous names. This is Bluestone. Bluestone, of course it is, obviously. So you've got your 5 individual polymers here. This is Summer Breeze. Let's make this a really cooling price. Very much like a breeze is where I was going with that. Should be. What do you think of £12.90 for all of that?
That's very good, because the polymer goes a long, long way.
Doesn't it? We're going to take it down though. That's a really good price. Yes, let's do that. 5 blocks of these. I'm going to take it under £10, but I don't mean by a pound. Your price point today, £7.95 for you. What do you think of that?
That's an incredible price. If whoever buys this, that range of colours will just go on. They go so well together, individually. And if you've got micro powders, the glitters, my goodness, you'd make some fabulous jewellery. Almost peacocky colours, aren't they?
Absolutely peacock colours. You're really, really right. I adore the idea of that, working with those together. How might you create sort of a peacock-esque feel? Not necessarily a feather, but feel.
I think you would start off, well, you'd make a cane, I think I probably, with centre, with perhaps one of the blues, and then wrap it around. So you'd get a bigger and bigger sort of sausage, and then shape to make it into a tear, drop shape, and then you can slice the cane.
Oh, gorgeous, and create your own peacock. You've got your Summer Breeze here. Polymer clay, well done. Lots of you coming in for this. And actually, whilst we are over here, if you've been absolutely loving Sue today and you've just fallen in love with polymer, because let's face it, you've got so many of the tools to help you out today with the roller and the carvers as well, and everything else we've had. Maybe you've been watching and thinking, oh, I adore this, but you know what I need? I need to see more things. I need to be able to, learn new projects, and I need to be able to really start my polymer clay. I need to know everything there is to know. Well, these are definitely going to get you started on your way. We've already had this tool on today. It's your extruder. With your extruder DVD, which is around an hour long, you will be shown how to do a tiled bracelet, how to do geometric patterns, how to do soutache with a twist as well, which is kind of the design-esque that we've got on the front picture for you. So also how to do your knitted polymer and how to do your lace polymer as well. You get a list on the back of exactly what there is in this. I've also got for you your face canes, where you get shown how to do each individual part of the face and then put them together to create pieces like this. You can make them look exactly as you want. You can give them blonde hair, brown hair, it shows you how to do different style of kind of eyes, etc. Really, really useful. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, your polymer clay accessories. And in here you've got things like your pen lids, you get shown how to do animal prints on there as well. You get shown how to make buttons and charms as well. So these are your 3 DVDs that we have in here. Your price point today for all 3 DVDs, so almost 3 hours of tuition, should be £14.85, and we know that, of course it should. We know that because we know the price of our DVDs individually. £14.85 you should be priced. We are going to take these down though. Polymer clay, 3 hours almost of fun. Your price point, just £8.95.
That's really good value.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, I've got the one with the not the face canes, is it the middle one with the little shoes and things like that? I've got
the
that
end one, yes, yeah.
Yeah, and I've got
accessories.
the extruder one as well, and that's how I learnt to use the extruder by watching that.
Oh, fab.
And what's good is you can start with your project and stop it at any point that you're needing to do something, and then start it again.
I see. It's just a wonderful, wonderful collection for you to have. And if you think about it, it's well, it's better than, well, if you buy one, you know, you can't even, it's not even buy two and get one free, because it's less than that.
Yeah.
So just get it whilst you can.
I was going to say, once you start down the polymer clay route, you'll soon, the journey is through all these mediums, and if you can get hold of them at that price, that's really good.
Got it. £8.95 for you. Well done, absolutely, everybody. Sue, thank you so much for talking us through all those wonderful pieces. Absolutely sensational. It's great the amount we've used here. Oh, and actually one thing we did have in the kit, the flakes, the gilding flakes, didn't we? But we haven't actually talked about how you're applying them yet. Can you tell us that?
That's
so they're used on the end
if I just move this out, just turn it over on the back.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll double it up because I'll need to put this through the roller.
Okay.
Just be careful when you take the new pot, because there's just so much.
So many.
I've taken quite a bit out of this. But you just literally take each flake, and some of them are, that's quite a small one in comparison. Some of them are really big flakes.
Some of them they're huge, aren't they? You can almost unfill them.
Yes. And you just literally press them down, depending on what design you want.
And they're okay to bake with?
Yes, they're excellent. If you can polish them up as well a little bit. I mean, they're a gorgeous colour, and when I think with the pink it just goes lovely.
Yeah.
So I cover it up as much as I can. You can use it at that point. You can use your cutters through it. You can bake it. You can put texture. You can do all sorts. I used just put that through the roller. Just putting it through number 1 to start with, so that it just helps to press the flakes.
Okay.
As you bring it down, this is number 3.
Your clay roller, we do still have some available.
Can you see it begins to split?
I see, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to put it one more down. This is on number 5.
And that really gives it that effect.
And it almost gives a sort of crackle effect.
Yeah, because obviously it's stretching the polymer, which has the flakes attached.
Yeah. And you can double up. You can put it back again, and you get double-sided.
Oh, fab! I like that idea.
And if the ring, I came up with the idea. I scrunched it all up. And started rolling it again, and what you end up is almost like micropowder. You get that little bit of flake all the way through. So again, it was just a design. I just thought, oh, how brilliant is this? With chopping it up, and then I just again made a ring. So really simple. Yeah. Just added a little bit of waste. The little bit of with clay, with the polymer clay, you never throw anything about. Okay. You can always reuse it, even if you coat it as we did earlier with the extruder. You can use it. There's no waste. Children can use it because it's non-toxic. It keeps, as long as you keep it wrapped and you put it in the right sort of container, it will just go on for ages.
Fab, isn't it? It's a great medium to work with, and lots of you obviously are getting involved with the amount of people getting those DVDs today. Thank you so much for showing us all of those pieces too. We've seen lots of different techniques. This is just $8.95 for those 3 DVDs on your screen. At the bottom of your screen right now is just your Summer Breeze, and that was 5 blocks of polymer, which is $7.95. Sue, how's the challenge?
Coming on slow.
All right.
How long have I got? Another couple of hours?
You got yourself? No, you haven't, I'm afraid. We will be with you very, very soon to have a look at your challenge. Don't worry, you've got a while. You've got a while. After the break, what have I got coming up, Helena? Anyone for an emerald cab or more? I'll see you after this break, if you would.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We here at Jewellery Maker know how popular our 10-strand mystery packs have been, so we're bringing them back. You can get your hands on these completely random lucky dips for just £25. This works out to just £2.50 per strand, but be warned, it's while stocks last. Add this to your order and you won't be disappointed. Just ask for this code whilst on the phone to our call centre on 0800 644 655, or simply type the code into our website and add to your basket. Jewellery Maker, giving you the best deals on genuine gemstones.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Today I've been on Mark's Chips and Nuggets. It's been amazing. I've had a great day, I've got lots of nice things to take home, and it's not even over yet. And one thing that really impresses me is the value. I get a full set of gems, I get the wires. Mark's been really very, very helpful today. I don't have that much experience and I'm going away feeling very, very confident to have a go.
If you're new to Jewellery Maker, simply contact our call centre and we'll send you a tutorial DVD and Get Started booklet, all free of charge.
Come and join Jewellery Maker on Facebook and get involved with over 50,000 people who have liked us. You'll get up-to-date information about our channel from the latest images of designs by our fantastic guests, gossip on what is coming up in the shows and the newest information on our workshops. You can get in contact with jewellery makers all over the world and get some fantastic hints and tips. Simply search Jewellery Maker in the search box or go to facebook.com/JewelleryMaker UK and you're there. You don't even need to have a Facebook account. We can't wait to see you there. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello everybody, welcome all to Designer Inspiration. Lovely, lovely, lovely to have you back with us. Right, we had a nice break. What did you do? I had a sandwich. What did you do, Sam?
I
Spoke to Sue, lovely. We all had fun. It's been a whale of a time here today, whale. I am joined today by the guest designer who is called Sue. Hi Sue.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm really well. I have now started my challenge.
Oh, I can see. We've been away there. The challenge was a little bit of a special one today. If you missed it, don't worry, I will recap on that later on. Okie pokely. Starting off, spring chick for you here today. Oh, look at it. Spring. No, it's completely me. You said number 21. I, of course, went to box number 12. Obviously. Have a little look at what I've got here for you. Spring chick. So much brightness and life in this. It's gorgeous. Oof. Garnet, you are joking. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Green garnet? When's the last time you saw green garnet? Ask yourself that. Did you see any yesterday? I didn't. See any on Tuesday? I didn't. See any on Monday? I didn't. I haven't seen any. I think I've seen some probably about 3 weeks ago, maybe. I had a strand. Maybe 3 weeks. Could have been longer. Time flies on Jewellery Maker, as we all know. Can I ask you, producer Helena, what's the price of this bundle? How many have I got? I've got 104. Hello, 104. Goodbye, 104. That is how this is going to go down. What's my should-be price? I can't believe we're going down. I think that is a great price point. Green garnet, we hardly ever see. It's a rare gemstone. It's a garnet, first off. So that means prestige. That means beauty. That means, you know, a gorgeous, gorgeous effect and generally a high price point. But your green garnet, we hardly ever have on JewelleryMaker. We might have your rhodonite on now and again. But your green garnet, we just don't get in. We don't get the opportunity to do it. But we have today, and it's a whopping 100 carats worth. I'm then bringing to you a double strand of your lemon quartz. Now this is 145 carats worth. The glow on that is sensational. I have got coming up for you. Oh, such a glowing gem. That's coming up for you later, but I love those together. It gives you a touch of the citrine, no, the ametrine, doesn't it? Those two together, beautiful. In fact, I have got an ametrine. Oh, hello, friend. Oh. I've got size-wise 2x1 to a 9x1 approximately. I'm then bringing in the gemstone that's going to go with everything, your clear quartz. It's going to go with everything because it's the chameleon of the gemstone world, and it takes the colour that you're working with and it will shine that through. So you could already see it goes with both of these because as it works with them, the colours kind of go through. I've also got your moonstone. The moonstone quality is fab. I wonder if we can see it, because I've got to say, because it is white moonstone, it can be quite hard to see the shiller, but look, the quality of this is so impactful that even you at home can see that shiller. That's amazing, isn't it? Because usually with white moonstone in particular, it's hard to see shiller under these studio lights, but the quality is so immense on this strand that you can. That's great. You've got 100 carats worth on that strand, and they are your centre drilled slices, I'd say. I've got in here, I just love this strand by itself. Do you know what? Hang on, I don't want to hit my mic, but I'll hit it here. There we go. I would pay for a genuine quartz necklace. Look at the glow on that. Can you see? That's glowing, and it looks different colours at different areas, and that's because of the way that light's in it and because of the way that my skin colours are going through this as well. I would pay the price you're about to see just for this necklace. Your price point today, if you went into a shop and saw this as a necklace and you knew it was genuine real quartz and you paid just $8.95, would you or would you not think that is gorgeous and a bargain? I genuinely would. I genuinely would. I've seen and purchased plastic necklaces for a higher price point and that with that sort of look and been pretty chuffed about it. But you're not paying $8.95 and just getting a strand of real deal quartz. You're paying $8.95 and getting a strand of quartz, a strand of green garnet, a double strand of your lemon quartz, and you're getting stunning quality moonstone as well. How much is that? Because I've got 4 different gemstones, but it's the equivalent of 5. So per strand, loads of you covered in. Pardon? £1.79 approximately per strand. For green garnet, when would you ever hear that? For green garnet in particular, for quality moonstone like this. Loads of you coming in. Genuinely, I think everyone was probably expecting when they saw that kind of, you know, £13, £14 price point, whatever it was beforehand. I think people were actually expecting us to go to $9.95. We didn't. We've taken a hit because, do you know what? This is spring chick. We wanted to add a little bit of a spring in your step at home, and we brought to you it here today. Spring chick, just £8.95 for your quartz, your garnet, your double strand of your lemon quartz, and that moonstone as well. I mean, the quality and the pairings of these are just going to be great, aren't they? If I just, if you don't mind, if I just twist, just to see, I love that. because you've got the green garnet, which is quite a nice bright springtime sort of green, but then you get that glow of the sunshine lemon bursting through, don't you? Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when you're walking in the forest. I have a forest relatively near to where I live. It's called Delamere Forest. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it, or have been there yourselves. But Delamere Forest, I used to go there a lot when I was a kid, because me and my parents used to live at the end of the road on Delamere Road. And me and my dad, every Sunday, used to cycle from the house to Delamere Forest, go through Delamere Forest, and then we used to stop off and have a milkshake and a toasted tea cake. I changed my flavours depending on how I felt, but every Sunday we used to do that. And this reminds me of those moments when you're going through, you know, a woodland area or a forest, and you get the beautiful canopy above you of all the trees and all the foliage, and you get that sunshine burst going through. That's exactly what I've got here. It's absolutely beautiful to be able to kind of recreate that. And actually, with that in mind, imagine doing a tree of life with this, to really give that feel and that appeal. That's going to be great, isn't it? There's loads of you coming in and getting this. Your names I've got off the screen, but well done to every single one of you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? Sam, you're a jewellery maker. What would you do with these? You don't have to use all the strands, but what would you fancy doing with these?
I'd actually do the same as what you said, tree of life.
Tree of life. Perfect for it, isn't it?
Perfect.
It's just perfect, yeah.
And you've got the nuggets as well.
Perfect, exactly that. It just screams it at you, doesn't it? I actually like the idea of doing something like that with the moonstone actually in a tree of life pendant piece as well. That can be like the moon lustre, like shining through, really pretty. Well done, Veronica and Marie. Kath, you're in Kent. Lovely to see you today, Kath. Thank you. There's some names I don't recognise on here. I know Phyllis. Hello, Phyllis. Lovely to see you again. Isabel's in with us today. Loads of you. It's lovely to see you all. It's absolutely lovely to have you on board because, well, let's face it, it'd be lonely just talking to myself for 4 hours, wouldn't it? Very dull place to be. £8.95 for you. Although, obviously, I do love a good chat to myself when I'm cooking. Where to? These are the ones I accidentally gave you a sneak peek of a moment or 7 ago. Have a look. I love the symmetry of the shape of these. I love the symmetry of the shape. Even though you've got different gems here, because I've got aventurine. Pow. That is green aventurine. Wowzers, that is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? But I've got the green aventurine. I've then got your orange quartzite, which is around 350 carats worth, and I've got your white magnesite as well in here, which is between 10 by 5 to 21 by 6 mil on that strand. But I love that you've got these 3 different gemstones with 3 totally different looks, and you've got beautiful symmetry with the shapes. You've got these long polished shards almost in here, haven't you? Which is just absolutely beautiful to work with these. So, what would you do with these long polished shards?
You could attach them to chain in different levels. So you'd have like a 3-strand necklace and have those dangling underneath, or you could just put beading wire through them, interspersed with some spacer beads. You could mix them up together, you could keep them separate. They just go well together. You could probably wire wrap some of the bigger ones, perhaps make into rings.
Love that idea.
Yeah, or some of the those copper hoops that I've got coming up with my challenge.
Oh, with your challenge?
To tangle some of those from the bottom of them.
That'd be a really pretty idea. I like that idea. You've got 3 strands here. We hardly ever seen your aventurine, do we? Price point today is not £11.85. I've got to say, this nearly hurt my producer to say this then. We're going to go to, she just went fine, £6.95. Holiday vibes, £6.95 for you today. That is wonderful, isn't it? What a great price. 3 strands genuine gemstones. These aren't fiddly tiny, low carat weights. Oh no, we're talking about, 350 carats in some of these strands. That is absolutely amazing, isn't it? £6.95 for you on these. Just one of those on a little bit of cord. Just for, you know, a lady or a gent, just in the centre. Just one little piece of cord on that. That'd be beautiful, wouldn't it? That's nice. That's kind of summer chic. Do you know what? It's a bit surfery, that, isn't it? It kind of reminds me of a surfer. What? Sorry. Sorry. Kind of beachy, isn't it? Kind of surfy. What? Sam's just going to me. Sam's doing this. Sorry. There's a tornado. What is this?
Sorry, on the beach, like, whenever I see those single pendants, there's always wire spiraling around.
How did I not get that? Yes, I know what you mean. There's always wire spiraled down, isn't there?
Really.
I should have, yeah. You're normally on the late show, so we don't work together that often, Sam. We've not got that instant connection that I should have got it, though. It was obvious. Loads of you getting these. Got triple buyers on us as well, so it's lovely to have you all here with us today. I hope you're having a gorgeous Saturday. Really nice Saturday. We've got nice plans for the night. Watching the late show, obviously, and then we're going to watch Ant and Deck Saturday night takeaway, possibly. Who's your favourite, Ant or Deck? Deck. Cass has just gone. Sam? Deck. Who's your favourite, Ant or Deck, Sue?
Difficult, like them both.
Oh, ever the modest. I'm a Deck kind of girl as well. The way I remember which one Ant is and which one Deck is Decks, you don't understand how people get them mixed up. People get them mixed up all the time. In fact, if you watch Gogglebox, loads of you coming in for this, if you watch Gogglebox on that the other day, no one knew who Ant or Deck was. This is my way of remembering, because if you are out there and, you know, you two have had a very stressful time remembering which one's Ant and which one's Deck, Deck is the short one, and therefore he's closer to the deck. That's the way I remember. Can I have that one? You get me? Loads of you coming in for this. Absolutely loads of you. £6.95 for you. RZGC09 for you today. Metre long strand. It's stuck. Have fun with that one, Sam. Panning across this. Gonna be here a while. 1,080 carats worth of your amethyst. Whoa, hello, what's this? That's your halfway point. Yep. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Keep going. We've got more to go. You have got your colour-coated, graduated quartz, plain large nuggets here. Some people have just made a brew in that time. That is a metre's worth of genuine gemstone. You've been asking and asking for lots of length of big, bold, beautiful gemstones. I know you all love the double strand chips and nugget strands, and they are great. They're wonderful, they're sensational, they're fab. It's less than a metre worth you get, but they are great. Here, it's a metre's worth of big, bold statement. Every single one of these could be a focal point piece if you wanted them to be. You have got, I'm going to have to, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 I've got on my strand. Obviously it's done on carat weight. These are 43, not 43 little squiggly ones. 43. I am a centrepiece. I can be a focal pendant. How much is that each then about? Okay, wait. genuine quartz, this piece here, let's say. No, in fact, I'm not even doing that. I'm gonna go with the other end. I'm gonna do ring. Imagine that as a ring in wire. That's a big, bold statement ring, isn't it? It's quartz, it's gorgeous, that'd be fab. Imagine that with some pink amethyst maybe going around the band, or some like jadeite actually, go quite nice, quite like that idea. That's gorgeous. If I said to you, I can make this ring for, around 50p, what would you say? You'd say I'm having a laugh, wouldn't you? The fact of the matter is, each of these individual stones actually works out to be approximately 42 pence each. Your price point today for 1,080 carats worth is £17.95 for a metre's worth of this gemstone. Did you see the fear in my eyes then? As I held that out and it swung back upon me. £17.95. How would you describe that in one word, Pete?
Amazing!
Hi Pete, how was your break?
It was good.
Good, good. What did you watch a film?
I didn't watch film today.
Why not?
I haven't been doing that lately.
You haven't been doing that of late? No. You've been reading a book?
No.
What have you been doing?
Been chilling.
Chilling, eating and looking out the window.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, oh, that sounds nice. Well done everybody who's getting these. Lovely to see you. It's £17.95. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous strand. Lovely to get your hands on this. CUNV12 is your code on that one today. Get it whilst you can. Just £17.95. Ametrine. Director Ryan, you'll be able to tell me better. Does ametrine show better on black or on white? Are you guessing? Have a look. We'll look at it on both. You have got a beautiful strand of ametrine here. Ametrine, I've got to say, is truly, truly, truly a premium gemstone. If I show you on the black, on the white, sorry, as well. Ametrine is a truly, truly premium gemstone. It can demand high prices, and it does time and time again, very, very regularly, very, very regularly. This is not any old ametrine. This is your Anahi, Bolivian natural ametrine. That demands even more sensational price points. I found a cabochon online earlier on this afternoon that was a Nahi ametrine. It was a small cabochon. It was around 19 carats cabochon, a 19 carats cabochon, cabochon of your ametrine. And the price for a 19 carat cab was £22.52. There was postage and packaging on top of that. Now, that was the lowest price natural Anahi ametrine I could find. So I'm not even talking about the high end at all. For 19 carats, £22, just over £22, £22.52. You've got 95 carats on this strand. It's a premium gemstone. It brings together happiness and creativity. It is sensational in all forms. Own it today for just my producer's just gone, yeah, no, that is right. Why are you looking at me like that? That is right. She was sort of checking then like, oh no, what have I done? No, £9.95. Just imagine 19 carats worth of ametrine, and yes, it does demand those prices. I will say to you, when you're buying ametrine, if natural gemstones are important to you, or if natural ametrine is important to you, always double check, always look. It will be stated on the bottom of your screen around here. There'll be brackets, and if there's a H in the brackets, it means heat has been applied, which means it has been treated, and that means that it's been treated to turn the amethyst to look like ametrine. If your And you know, we have it on the show all the time. We very rarely actually have a Nahi Bolivian ametrine on the show because it's nearly impossible to get your hands on for anyone, even us here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. £9.95 for you today. Well done, everyone who's getting this. Absolutely astonishing. What would you do with these, Sue, to really show off the ametrine, that natural ametrine appeal?
I like to just use them as they are without adding too much, but you could wire wrap them. They are just stunning. The clarity on those gemstones are beautiful. Can you imagine one of those, the sort of that one right in the centre of the picture with some wire made into a ring?
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
lovely,
you could
wouldn't
put
it?
those with pearls. You could put them with either other amethysts or citrine. But something that's as stunning and beautiful as those, just keep it simple. I would rethread and just put some gold spacer beads, I think.
I love that idea.
Yeah, it's just stunning.
It's sunshine and regal, isn't it? £9.95. Well done, everyone. Well done, everyone. We very, very, very rarely have on ametrine from this location. We very rarely have on natural ametrine. Always check, that's all I'm saying. Always check. Always listen to what the presenter's saying. And if they, because sometimes we can talk to you about Bolivian ametrine, because that was essentially when we first found ametrine, that was the only one location that you could get it from. And essentially it used to be that you couldn't actually fake ametrine, you couldn't actually heat ametrine to give it that look, because the heat essentially travels through the gem so quickly that you couldn't recreate the look. But technology has changed and we can recreate it now, which is great, and we do it time and time again. If you want the real deal natural thing, please never presume that every single strand you see is natural, because it won't be. This one, however, is. This is Mother Nature working at her best. 95 carats worth of your ametrine, and it's just £9.95 for you today. Well done. Say that to me again. Citrine would go fab with it. Golden tones of citrine. It's bright and bold and beautiful. Take a look. Oh, that is lovely, isn't it? Oh! Hello. I've just realised something. I haven't played a game yet, Sue.
Not this week.
Not this week. Natural citrine. 3 words. Sue. Go.
Sunshine. Egg yolk, is that one word or two? And golden.
I love that. I adore that. Very good. Why sunshine? Why does that one spring to mind first, instantly?
I'm just looking at it and it just looks like sunshine coming through.
It always looks like the sun there, doesn't it?
It looks like the sun's coming through a window.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Oh, it's making Pete smile so much. Is this making you happy, Pete?
Yeah, it's reminding me of my break where I looked out the window.
It reminds me of your break. When you were looking out the window. Guys, I've never heard you cackle before. That was epic. You have got natural citrine here. Around 95% of all of the citrine that comes out of the ground, it comes out of the ground as another gemstone. It is then heated to around 400 degrees and it turns into citrine. So for example, citrine that is heat treated will often come out of the ground as smoky quartz. A lot of it will have. Amethyst, some of it will have come out as. This is actual real deal natural citrine. I've probably been lucky enough to handle, well, single figures realistically, different strands of natural citrine. We hardly ever have the ability to get it. Natural citrine is Mother Nature's way of essentially pairing together perfect elements, perfect minerals, perfect pressure points, and perfect heat interaction, which is the main thing to create this gemstone, but it very, very, very rarely happens within nature. Very rare indeed. When we're dealing with natural gemstones, majority of the time, price point we need to expect to be quite a bit higher, because essentially we've not been able to make it look how we want to. We've had to rely on Mother Nature with this. We've had to say, oh, Mother Nature, actually, you've done a decent enough job there that we don't have to mess with it. And that is a rarity. A lot of gemstones, we will have to inject with lead. We will have to heat. We will have to irradiate. We will have to, you know, do all of these extra kind of quite, I suppose, strenuous treatments on the gemstone anyway, to get the look and appeal that we want. Everyone does it, you know, all the big department stores, all of the well-known jewellers, etc., will apply the treatments. Don't forget, they don't have to tell you legally. They don't legally have to tell you if they have applied treatments. We do here at the Genuine Gemstone Company because we like to be completely transparent about things. But you know, we're used to seeing treatments, and they are absolutely fine. But some people don't want that. Some people want Mother Nature and her beauty. Some people want, if you're into things like your crystal healing and your chakras and feng shui and things like that, people, obviously I can't say whether or not those are, you know, things to or not to believe in, but if you personally do, then you'll know and probably will have read in numerous books that if you are going to get gemstones for some of those reasons, then try and go for the natural ones if you can, because some people believe they're more powerful for that sort of thing. And because of all these things, a lot of the time natural gemstones are going to be much higher in price point. Of course they are, because we're not getting to pick and choose exactly how we want them to look. We have to rely on Mother Nature, and it happens so rarely that we can't guarantee the yield, we can't guarantee the look that it will get, and therefore price points for natural gems rocket, usually. Price point, natural citrine, £6.95. Genuine, real, natural citrine. The gemstone that around 95% of all of this gemstone that comes out of the ground is actually treated, is actually faked to be what it is. And that's what it is essentially, isn't it? It comes out of the ground as something, we alter it to make it look like something else. So it's not really the way that Mother Nature intended it. It's great that we can do that and heat it, because it means we can actually get citrine, because otherwise, like I say, I've only got, you know, in my time here at JewelleryMaker, I've probably only had the opportunity to handle single figures of the actual natural gem. So it's great that we do it, or else we'd hardly ever see citrine if we didn't take it, you know, smoke a quartz, for example, out of the ground and heat it. But the fact of the matter is, here today, you've got the real deal at a price point you would expect to pay for the treated stuff. 230 carats worth, just £6.95 for you today. Hello, triple buyers and double buyers as well. Great work to you all. £6.95. I just love them. Where to, did you say? Bundle. Oh, wow, bright. I love that just as a cuff. Just as a little bracelet. Have you got any elastic in your stash? Or memory wire? It'd be nice as a cutesy little cuff, wouldn't it? That lovely shell. You don't have to do much with these. Great for flowers, petals as well. You've got your purple shell, flat drops. 13 by 9. I've then got your bright pop of orange. That is bright, isn't it? But I quite like that it's frosted. So it's not like it's a bright colour and then it's got that bright high shine polish on top. It's just got a lovely kind of frosting which almost diffuses that colour out a little bit. 6mm on those. I've got another 6mm strand in the pink. Hot pink. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, I've got these really cutesy, delicate pinks in the shell. They're 4mm. Lovely collection here if you want something to really spice up your afternoon. You've got it here. Bright Beauties. No, I'm not talking about Sue and Pete. I'm talking about these. Your price point today is not £14.80. It's going down. Oh, Pete, look at you. You're beaming again. Oh, stop. He's going, oh, stop it, you. Your price point for 4 strands isn't £14.80. It's £9.95 for you today. They're beautiful and bright, but don't forget, if you wanted to take the colour down, maybe that's too much for you. It might be for some. Take it down with certain gemstones. Adds a little bit of coolness to them. You don't have to use the entire strand, just use 1 or 2 interspersed into your pieces, into your design. It's going to look beautiful. £9.95 for you today. Just to let you know, we've had confirmation. We definitely can play these. Emerald, faceted cabs. They're coming up for you in a little bit. Oh, they're astonishing. Wow. £9.95 for you today. Well done, everyone. Lovely to get a bit of brightness in our collection, isn't it? Oh, we're doing those rondelles. I'm so excited to bring these to you. Let's just enjoy the glow of these, because it really is all-encompassing, I think. Not many of these, just been told, got less than 45. Look at that glow. If I just loop that around, makes it a bit. It's just beautiful, isn't it? To get this gemstone from Brazil is so tricky. It is one of the most time-consuming extractions in the gemstone world. We go in, and as opposed to, you know, with Tanzanite, we'll use, you know, explosives and dynamite to get it out of the ground. In some locations, we'll use huge tractors and diggers to get gemstones out of the ground. With these, though, from this location, with your pink amethyst, you're actually dealing with tiny, small, little kind of handheld pickaxes that you go and get these, extract the geodes of this gemstone out of the ground. A lot of those geodes as well, well done everyone who is coming in and getting these, absolutely love it when you get it home, you really, really will, because the glow is just sensational. But yeah, these tiny little hand picks that we use to actually get these out, it's a really painstaking, time-consuming extraction. And when we do get it out of the ground, we do get the geodes, because the geodes are so popular in Asia. Vast majority are sold on the Asian market, but a lot of the geodes actually don't even have fully formed crystals inside, so actually are extracted and can't be used. They have tried to find a way around that. Essentially, what they've been doing recently is kind of drilling in to the geode, and they'll put a small camera device into the geode to be able to look around to see whether or not it's worth the extraction. But even then, even with the time and effort of that, you still have to be able to uncover at least one area of it to be able to see. You've got 95 carats worth of this pink amethyst. Stunning. Price point today. It's just £14.95. Think of the time and effort and work that goes into this. It's sensational pink amethyst. £14.95. LWRU83. That's the code on this today. It is beautiful, bold and bright and faceted, and it glows with beauty. And that's what you're getting. You're getting a truly illuminating strand. And speaking of an illuminating strand, this is coming up for you later on. New question mark? New question mark, is it? Is it new question mark? I thought so. I thought so. That's coming up later. It is absolutely sensational pink amethyst. I love and adore it. £14.95 for you today. Hello everybody who's got it in your baskets. Almost too many people with it in their baskets. Is there something going on here? Do check out those baskets. Come on, Cheshire. Come on, Yorkshire. Australia. I know you're at the other end of the world, but really? It doesn't take you that long to push a button. Maybe it is early in the morning there. What time will it be? Is it about 4:20 in the morning in Australia? No, wait, is it 24 hours difference? Isn't it 20? What is it? Oh, is it 9 hours ahead, is it? So what time is it then? Oh no, silly Becky. I've just asked my team to do maths. Yeah, he's walking away. I'm not getting into this. About 1 o'clock in the morning. Wowzers. Well done to all of you who are getting your hands on this today. Merseyside are in 2 and counted down. London, you've already checked out. Well done, London. Tyne and Weir, you have as well. Midlothian as well. Manchester Crew as well. Loads of you. $14.95 on the T-bar. Multicoloured moonstone rounds. I've been staring at these. These keep catching the side of my eye because, you know, sometimes when you get a glint of something at the corner of your eye and it draws your attention. These have been doing this to me all show. I often get it when, like, my dog runs past me. You know, when you've opened the door to go and put the bin out. Gone. She likes to play on my next door neighbour's lawn, bless her. Little Mulberry. 250 carats worth of your multicoloured moonstone we have here for you. It keeps catching the light and you get that Schiller effect, and it's just been catching my eye all afternoon. You have got 250 carats worth here. What are you laughing at, Peter, if you don't mind me saying? By the way, in my ear, the gallery are still trying to work out what time it is in Australia. It's 2:20 a.m. in Australia. Wow, who texted in? Kirsty! Oh, amazing, let me see. Is this Kirsty in Australia? Must be. Kirsty in Australia. It's 2:20 here in Oz, 2:20 a.m. Thank you for that, because honestly, for that whole time, the time it's taken you from the other side of the world to get your phone, type out your text, it's dark outside, and send it in, they're still chatting about it. Right, hang on, no, because it's 20 past 8, so that's 20 past 5, 20 past 6, right, hang on. Thank you, Kirsty. Hello, Kirsty, lovely lady. Thank you for messaging in. I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, 2:20. Yeah, a wonderful day today. Or are you about to go to bed? Have you just woken up? Have you stayed up? Maybe she's been working on the night shift. Oh, let's all make up a story in our minds about what Kirsty's doing. I think Kirsty is an air hostess, okay? Yeah, Helena says you're an air hostess. I'm gonna say, oh, Ryan's thinking that you're a nurse. I'm gonna guess that Kirsty's a bit of an Australian celebrity and she's a socialite, and actually she's just gone in for a party. That's what I think. What are you saying, Pete?
She might be a croupier at a high-end casino.
She might be a croupier at a high-end casino. Oh, I love all of this. This is fun. Thank you, Kirsty, for messaging in. You've got 250 carats worth of your multicoloured moonstone. You've got 10 mil rounds on here. You've got creams, you've got browns, you've got beautiful, gorgeous colours, and you've got the Schiller running through here as well. Look, isn't that pretty? You've got 10 mil rounds, and that means it's really nice and workable. And I've got to say that I like that the multicoloured stranding isn't actually, you know, cream, a bit of cream, and then loads of grey, and then, you know, your whites and etc., which is lovely. It's kind of it's more simple than that. You've got your peach tone, and then you've got your white tone, peach, white, etc. Gorgeous workable strand. Price point today. Weird number, isn't it? 10.45. That's too strange. My producer's going, I don't really like that number, let's take it down in price. It's not 10.45. Your price point today, £8.95 we've just taken this strand to, which is fantastic. If you do want to get your hands on a really versatile, easy to use strand, then you've got it right here. £8.95 for you today. 250 carats worth. Moonstone. Do you work with moonstone a lot, lovely Sue?
Not a huge amount, but I have certainly made it. Again, bridal.
Of course, perfect for that, isn't it?
It's perfect. If you can add it to Labradorite, and again, it's that lovely Schillery movement again. It's a fabulous stone. I've got a strand of it's peach and grey and the white together. And I haven't made anything with that yet, but I'm looking forward to spending some time with that.
Keeping it for something special.
Yeah,
$8.95 for you today for you. $8.95 for you, Steve. Nice work, everyone. OTGP21, that's the code. Shall we do that beryl? Brand new. The fluorite. That's what I thought. Beryl. Where's the beryl been? Brand new fluorite. Sorry, just. Okay. When we're talking about fluorite, I'm talking about something extremely special. And in this form, I'm talking about something so individual and unique. In answer to your question, producer Helena in my ear, yes, let's do that. It's a Saturday. Let's do premiere price launch. I've said it on air now, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? I have got here for you a gemstone which truly, in its purest form, illuminates. And the reason it illuminates is because the way in which it essentially captures the beauty of the light around it. And because of the refractive index, so that's to do with the way in which the light goes through the gemstone and the speed at which the light goes through the gemstone and how it moves through the gemstone. It has a refractive index of a 1.4, around a 1.4, which means that actually it emits more light, it gives more glow, it gives more appeal and light interaction than even diamond. This is going to be nowhere near the price of diamond though, because I'm going to do a premiere price. It's brand new and it is sensational. Take a look at this fluorite. I'll be honest, it already looks gorgeous to you, doesn't it? Look at the brightness of those colours. You've just got bold, impactful pieces on this strand. But what I will say to you is when you get this home, it does capture the light, and it because of the high amount of phosphorescence, which this, of course, this colour, this gemstone itself, you know, due to its name, that's where kind of the phosphorescence comes from. That's where the title for fluorescent lights comes from, due to this gemstone. Because of the high phosphorescence within this, the Labradorites have worked so hard to cut this in a way which is appropriate. That means that when you do get this home and you see it in natural lighting situations, you will be able to see the glow from this gemstone just disperse and kind of thrive out of the gemstone itself. It is truly spectacular. I've never seen a strand like this, have you? I've genuinely not. We see fluorite, yeah. We see fluorite. We see quite a lot of the striped like zebra style fluorite in drops, don't we? We see that a lot. We don't see a lot of rondelles, and we most certainly don't see a lot of faceted rondelles. And we don't see a lot of faceted rondelles which have quite clearly been picked for their boldness of colour. It is a glowing, stunning gem. It has an amazing refractive index. It's got more of that kick and that glow and that sparkle than even a diamond, but it is truly nowhere near the price. Brand new strand, multicolored fluorite. Your price point today should be and will be in the future $12.95. I can't have anyone, I need to make this very clear right now. Now and again we do a premiere price point just so you don't have to wait for this to be in the sale. In the future it will be $12.95. Today it's $9.95 for you today though. It's your launch price point, £9.95. Should be $12.95. Sometimes on strands when we get the, do you see that little bit of glow there? Tiny bit at the bottom of that middle one. Yeah, you get that running through every single stone, but all over. It's just because of how the light in here, it kind of bleaches that out. It's hard to see it. Because essentially the light in here is so strong, it's much stronger than the light that these phosphorescent gemstones give off, if that makes sense. So that's why you can only see little bits of it at right angles, but just get this home to appreciate it. Just don't forget 30-day money-back guarantee as well. If you're not totally chuffed, if you don't absolutely adore and love, you know, the glow of this, you can just send it back to us. No questions, no quibbles, but I doubt you will be. £9.95 is your launch price offer, because sometimes what we do is we understand that with some beauties like this that are so unusual and so rare and so unseen, we like to be able to give you a launch price, a premiere price, because essentially it's a way of you being able to get it now, and it's a way for you to be able to go, oh, I really want that, I love that, but £12.95 is slightly out of my budget, and I've promised myself I'll only, I don't know, buy gemstones that are kind of £10 this month or whatever it might be. That means that you can get it now, as opposed to having to wait 4, 5, 6 weeks or maybe even months to maybe when we have 10 or 11 of these left, and then we'll do a last in stock sale price of £9.95, but you have to rush to the phone and you have to be really quick, and it's a bit, oh no, and then you might miss out on it. We haven't done that with this strand. We've just gone, here's the lowest we can do, this is your sale price point, we're opening on a sale for this strand, and it's £9.95 for you today. Well done, everyone. You've just made yourself very, very wise purchase with this. I genuinely think you're going to enjoy it. And if you've never had big pieces of your rondelles, now's your opportunity to, because the rondelles glow in more of a manner than, for example, your drops would, because they're so much bigger in each direction, if that makes sense. So kind of the light is slowed down in a very clear way. It's beautiful. Get it whilst you can. £9.95. Well done, all. Why am I whispering? I don't know, it just happened. It literally just happened. Was that proper whispering, not like stage whisper? Oh, I love this. I just love that like that. I'm not even going to mess around here. I just like that like that. You can put a gemstone in it if you want. I actually don't think I would. I love it like this. It's got a flower-like look to it, hasn't it? I adore this. And if I turn it, it does have the prongs so that you can prong set in. But if you just wanted to wear it like that, if you've got some flush cutters, just snip them off. They've got the precision tips. I absolutely adore this ring. That is gorgeous. You've already got gemstones in it. You've got just under half a carat of genuine white topaz, which is what's shining at you there. We've got just let you know, it's a size 5, which is a size J to K. It's really easy to get them resized, especially if you want one that's a little bit larger, because essentially to resize them, it's easier to go larger generally. Load, you already code in for this. Hello, everybody. It's really, really beautiful ring. I just adore it like that. Don't you? It really is stunning, isn't it? Now, how much would you be going to your local jewellers? How much would you be expecting to pay for a genuine topaz encrusted precious metal ring? Let's research. Let's research. Have a little look. Have a little search engine nosy now. Just write in 925 white topaz ring. How much are we looking for in the shopping bit of the, you know, yeah, the search engine. So it's a size 5, and like I said, J to K sizing for you. You've got the beautiful, you've got your gemstones kind of balanced beautifully across here with the topaz, and you also get that gorgeous cutting area, which I think is really, really pretty. It gives it a really delicate appeal. £79.10. This is your live up-to-date check-in online price comparisons. £83. White topaz 925. £59 for a white topaz 925 ring. All of these we're looking at on the internet right here, right now. So we're all in that price range. So let's even take the lowest. We're looking at around the £59, £60 for a ring like this. Today, not 69, it's £8.95. I'm going to get this and just wear it like this. I genuinely think it's gorgeous. Why not? It's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really pretty. Really stunning. Of course, if you are into your prong setting, then we do have the gemstones to fit, but I am getting this purely just because I love how that looks. Look at how it glows. And you've got all of your gemstones in there as well. That's so pretty, isn't it? Hello, everybody who's coming in. Are you going to wear it the same as me? Are you just going to have one like this? Oh, if anybody buys this and just does it like bare like this, we could be like jewellery buddies. Like, oh, wearing the same one. Yeah, not like blood brothers, like just jewellery brothers. Yeah, I like that. Loads of you coming in for it. It's lovely to see you all. Thank you, everyone. Isn't that really pretty? I'm just blown away by that. £8.95. Like my mother always says, you couldn't make it for that price. That's what my mum always says for pretty much everything. Everything. Curtains. Loaves of bread. Jewellery. Cakes. Cars. Houses. Everything. Couldn't make it for that price. Couldn't. Well, you can, but whatever. Hi, Mum. £8.95 for you today. Yeah, do you want to do this one as well? Here's another one. If you want it, get it quickly. Really beautiful. This is for your baguette cut or your square cut gemstones. This is a really quick one because I've not got many of these at all. Again, it's your size 5s. You're still in silver ring mount. It was for the octagon in there. Octagon. Oh yeah, sorry. So you've got the octagon with the gem. You've got, again, just under half a carat of your white topaz. It's a beautiful appeal, a gorgeous effect. Get it if you wish, because your price point today is just £6.95 for that one. Can't complain, can you? You can't complain. I adore that. £6.95 for you today. I've got to move on just because I've got loads to fit in, but do get those if you want to. Where to? Sorry, love. In the drawer, box number. Wow. Gemstone, we don't get to see that often at all. Take a little look at this for me. This is a strand of your highly faceted, and it really is highly faceted, Cullinan Topaz that we have here for you today. These are your faceted drops. I love the facets on these because if you look, it does just captivate the light within there. I've just realised we've not got much time left. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a Saturday afternoon selection to get through right here, right now, and we need to get you on the phone lines and checking out as quickly as possible, especially when it's on unusual gemstones such as this. 90 carats worth of your topaz should be. It's a Saturday afternoon sale. We are crashing that price down. I've only got about 17 minutes of the show left. It is 90 carats worth. Your price point today, rolling down, £19.95. This is a clear it out, see you later price point because this gemstone, how do I put this? We aren't going to have any more. That's it. That's probably just the best way to say it. We're not having this gemstone ever again. Ever again. I mean, the strands we've got at the moment you might see again, but yeah, no, this is your one shot. So make it count because you might never get this moment again. 90 carats worth there. Did nobody notice what I just did then? Did you not notice? I just said like a whole line from a song then. I don't even know who it's by. You only get one shot, so make it count. You might never get this moment again. JLS, well done, 10 points, Helena. £19.95 for you today. Well done, everybody. Where to, sorry, lovely? Now, I've got the opportunity for you to quickly, last few. This is a, do you know what? All I'm going to say to you is, first off, take a look at it. Then, if you like it, get on the phone. If you would be happy to pay the price point of this, which is £99.95, is that right? £99.95? Yes, yeah. So if you're happy to pay the price point, which is $99.95, please get on the phone lines right now. Just have a little look. 0800 644 655, because I've not got many. I want to give everyone the same chance. I want you to buy this because you love it. I want you to buy this because you adore it. I want you to get your hands on this because it is those beautiful high-end rubies. It's paired with stunning and regal and royal sapphire. I want you to buy this because you love high-end gemstones. I want you to buy this because you adore working with prestigious gemstones. And I want you to buy this because you adore the big four and you adore the fact that they can come in huge pieces like these 10mm rounds and still be natural. I want you to get these because you love them. And well done to anyone who is purchasing these right now because of love. Price point today, £99.95, as I said. Obviously that's what we're expecting. Look at that carat weight of ruby and sapphire, 370 carats worth, totally and absolutely natural, no treatment on these whatsoever. They're workable because they're round and they're usable because they're 10mm. You've got everything you can hope for here. Now for the rest of you who maybe do love this but maybe don't love it enough for it to be $99.95, you've got the last 2 or 3. Everyone else who already got it, you paid the same. You got it for the love of it, and now we've dropped the price. So you've just got a massive price drop on this. Your price point drop today is £25 off. Well done, everybody. That is one of the biggest price drops we have ever seen on a strand of gemstones. £25 off this strand of gemstones for you today. Absolutely fantastically well done to you all. YFP089, that's your code on this. £25 back in your pocket. What are you going to do with your £25, Pete? I wish I hadn't asked. £74. £74.95 for you today. Well done, everybody. Don't forget, everyone pays the same. So the people who checked out straight away, you're all getting it for the same price point. Say to me again, sorry, lovely. Silver, potato, pearls. On the T-bar, got them. They're beautiful. How much? Really? $6.95. Oh, you cheeky thing, my producer's just said to me. What? These are your gorgeous potato pearls. They are. Why are you smiling now, Peter?
My mom and Mother's Day present.
Pete's just looked at me and gone, looking at these, for £25, I buy my mum a Mother's Day present. How long? Oh, thanks for that, Pete. We were all on tenterhooks. £6.95 for these today. They are your really great sized 8x7. They are your potato pearls. They're described as grey, but realistically I'm seeing a silver tone in here. Are you? That's what I'm absolutely seeing in here. You've got absolutely loads and loads and loads of pearls on this strand. For me, it's a great length for a necklace. It does fit me perfectly as a necklace, with the space to add the clasp on, obviously. Hey, if you're going to be working with pearls, imagine working with something like the emerald cabochons. Wouldn't that be amazing? £6.95. I really like the silver with gold as well. Yeah. It's quite nice, isn't it? I love the kind of mixed metals look. £6.95 for you today. XURO65 is your code. Well done, everybody. Emerald now. Emerald cabochon shapes. When you've got your cabochons of any quality, you've got yourself something a little bit special. When it's emerald, well, these for me are the most high-end gemstone I, for one, have ever seen in a cabochon form like this. I'm used to seeing agate and I'm used to seeing quartz, but not emerald. I wonder if Laura Binding's seen these. These would be right up her street, wouldn't they? Listen, I've not got many of these. I'm sorry, I didn't realise we had that few. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got double figures, but only just of this. Let me show you the amount I've got here. These are your emerald faceted multi-shapes. They are absolutely beautiful, aren't they? They are absolutely wonderful. I just wanted to drop them off there to show you how sturdy these were. You can see they've not been harmed at all because, as we know, emerald is relatively high up on the Mohs scale. You have got here a huge amount of your emerald, and it is in these multi-shapes. Let me show you some of the shapes we've got in here. You've got kind of your oval shape, which for me would work perfectly as a ring. That for me, an emerald ring. Imagine that. I've also got kind of your drops, which would be gorgeous for a pendant, wouldn't it? That would be stunning, wouldn't it? You've got so much to work with here. You really, really do. And just to point out to you as well, all this emerald is natural too, which I know is absolutely imperative to some people buying any of the big four. I have got so many carats on here. You've got 105 carats worth of these. They are just exquisite, faceted beautifully. They are flattened on the back as you would expect your cab to be. We haven't got many of these. I'm happy to tell you that if you want them, you can get them today, but you have to be quick because I'm sad to tell you, you know I had double figures before, I don't anymore. I'm in single figures on these right here, right now. I have got before me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So how much would that be? Well, if we average out the carat weight of these, what's the average carat weight for these then? It's going to be about 10.5 carats worth, isn't it? 10.5 carats of emerald. How much would a 10.5 carat pendant be? A pendant be? How much would if you think, if you're buying things like emerald engagement rings, how much are they? Thousands. And what are they? Half a carat maximum. Maybe a carat, maybe at a push a carat. Never 10.5 carats of it. 10.5 carat pendant, which is, just to give you like a neckline idea, it's quite sizable. Again, I don't want to hit my microphone. But you can see that's sizable. That's a great emerald pendant size for me. That's beautiful. That's exactly the size I would be looking for. But 10.5 carats worth on average, that is obviously on average because you might get more than me, you might get less than me, but on average carat weight, we're working out over 10 carats per one. You could be paying thousands in some places for a 10 carat pendant. You could pay, well, actually, if we're honest, you could pay hundreds of thousands in some places, couldn't you? If you watched, this is probably about a year ago now, the Boodles documentary, that was the most expensive piece of jewellery ever made. It was the most expensive, was it $1 billion emerald necklace, and it was with emerald. Stunning. It was a really fun documentary actually. But anyway, whatever it was, they worked with high grade and high quantity of carat weight as well to the emerald, and that's what we've got here. It's a huge carat weight. If you're thinking of an individual piece, now don't forget for me, you might be thinking to yourself, hang on, she keeps going on about the carat weight of this, but it's 105 carats worth. I've seen strands of emerald that are, 150 carats worth, so why is she going on about the carat weight so much? That's because on your 150 carat strand, you might have had 30, 40, 50 gemstones. To find decent enough size pieces to make one individual piece of around 10.5 carats is almost unheard of. When we find emerald, we generally don't find, big slabs of it, big rocks of it. When you find emerald in some locations, you're finding minuscule, tiny pieces, size of a postage stamp, even smaller and thinner in some. They're almost like shavings now and again in some locations. So to find a piece of just one piece that's around 10.5 carats is absolutely astonishing. You could pay thousands and thousands of thousands for a 10 carat pendant. You could even pay hundreds, which would be an amazing price. Today you're going to be paying for 10.5 carat pendant, you'll pay less than £5. Your price point today for all of these is £44.95 for you today. That is sensational for these. Do never, ever, ever forget for me that if you love working with cabochons, this isn't your usual run-of-the-mill cabochon. This isn't the type of piece that you're going to be creating something beautifully with and then actually you're going to be selling it on for £30. No, you're going to be selling one of these individual pieces alone for £60, £70, and that's just as a very, very safe bet, just for one individual piece, and not that large a piece either, by the way. That would be for a much, much, much smaller piece. £44.95 for you today. It's 105 carats worth of your wonderful emerald. You have got such a beautiful array here, you really, really do. They've got that sparkle, they've got that shine, they've got that appeal to them, and they are yours for just £44.95. Well done, everybody. Oh, one or two of those left now. Pardon? 1616. I'm glad we're doing these, because we don't see stud earrings and earring backs that often. We're doing the 925, but not in your copper with the plating, and that's great if maybe you can't stretch to the 925, or maybe you just need so many earring findings. We've got it here for you. These are your gold-plated copper earring posts. This is how they all appear from the front. Got the little loop on the bottom there, so you could drop your own gemstones from there if you wanted to. And then as I spin them around, you've also got on there the butterfly backs for you. They're going to lock your pieces into place, going to keep them nice and steady and sturdy for you. We have got in here approximately 50 pairs. So, why are copper earring posts with butterfly back absolutely imperative for the connoisseur jewellery maker?
That shape is brilliant. You can actually suspend a fabulous gem underneath. We've seen so many today.
Oh yeah.
But you can also embed the ball and ring in polymer clay, so you can make a stud earring out of it.
Love that idea.
I think a pair that, I'm not sure whether they're here or on the other kit. I did exactly that. Oh, it's these, the little ones with the.
Oh,
the
I know. Yeah, yes. Of course.
That is that style. That I didn't have any ones that you stick on. That I just literally embedded. But you know, I've used polymer clay.
With them, of course, can't you?
Yeah, I've made polymer clay, but you could do polymer clay tops and then a beautiful gem dangling underneath. I've seen so many lovely today.
That idea, Sue. Great. Yeah, of course. If you are into your polymer, you can make your own little polymer earrings with these really easily, can't you? You have got here 50 pairs worth. It's a lot of earrings. Your price point today, £9.95 is an amazing price. We are making it lower though. £6.95 for you today. That's your price point. That's it. Easy peasy. You're getting 100 of them because there's 50 pairs, and these are £6.95 for you today. That is sensational, isn't it? Loads of you coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. EZJD50, that's your code on this today, and it's just £6.95 for you. It is really, really sensational. I just absolutely adore that we can get essentials like this in at great prices like that. £6.95 for you. Great price. I genuinely think even £9.95 is a great price, because you can go into your local shops and buy, you know, 2 pairs of stud earrings for £9.95, can't you, for 2 pairs? But at £6.95, wow, boy oh boy, even just for 2 pairs, that's a great price point. It's gone lower today then. Well done everyone for getting that. Lastly, but by no means leastly, on the T-bar. Come here, Pete.
Sup.
He just went, sup. Just hold your hand out for me, and I want 3 words to do with the feel of these. Look away if it'll help.
Well, yeah, cold.
Bearing in mind, no one can hear what's going on in our ear, so they're trying to help, and he's picking out the ones that he agrees with. Yep, cold, that's good.
Metallic.
Metallic, good, that's his own word.
Shapely.
Shapely?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever want to hear you say that again. That's not something your younger brother should say. Shapely. I like that though. You're right. They are very shapely. They are though, aren't they? They are cold. They're very metallic. They're heavy in their appearance as well. I adore pyrite, and I've got to say that pyrite for me, it doesn't feel like any other gemstone. It even feels different to that of, say, hematite. They are natural, by the way. Oh, little Easter egg jewellery with these, because they do look a bit like an individual Easter egg. Hey, do you remember when, I want to say, Anne made that dragon around the goblet, and they had the little eggs nest, didn't you? You could have these in them. That's fab, wouldn't it? 260 carats worth of natural coloured pyrite. We hardly ever seen natural pyrite, and guess what? It's never been seen before. Brand new. Anyone for a Premier price. It will be in the future. £8.45. We're going down though. Premier price launch, never seen before. Premier price, low as we can go without being told off. £6.95 for you today for these ones. If you want to get your hands on something shapely like Pete just did, no. That could have been read wrong. You want to get your hands on something shapely like Pete. Not that you're shapely, Pete. You have got them here at £6.95 for you today. I think they're gorgeous. I do have to move on, but earrings, they'd be great on those, just on a little head pin as your earrings. Hannah O's in. Hi, Hannah. Hannah O's on the Late Show for you this evening. We've got your little drop earrings as well. We're moseying on over to you.
I've just finished, literally just finished the last pair of earrings.
Well done. The kit was ace. Do we have a copy? Do we still have it? Do we have another one of it? No. Oh my gosh, you've made absolutely loads with this. Now, this one was a little bit different because it wasn't your usual challenge. This was your mini kit. So what we did was we brought you an entire reel of 1.5 wire. We bought you an entire reel of 0.6. We also bought you 2 gemstone strands. Those were a double strand of your fancy jasper, and it was a red agate strand, 300 carats worth on that. And then we gave you these fancy earring findings. And we said to the lovely Sue, go wild. And boy, oh boy, you have. How was it to work with first
off? It's really good. I love the earring findings. Anyhow, I've used them several times, but I've tried to use them in lots of different ways.
Let's look at the jewellery then, shall we? There's loads of it here. I love how you've worked with each of these individually and slightly differently. £14.95. We will take pictures of these and put them up for you, just £14.95 for that mini kit. When are you with us next, Sue?
The end of March.
Fantastic. I cannot wait to see what you've created. Thank you so much for today.
It's been good fun, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, absolutely. Don't forget, we'll put all those pictures on Facebook for you. Lovely Sue will be back with us very soon. I'll be back with you sooner. I'm on the morning show with you tomorrow with the lovely Debbie B. I'll see you very soon. Stay tuned. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Are you new to jewellery